I also updated the recaps. I do apologize that it does take me a bit of time to write them out. It's not my immediate thing to start writing as soon as we're done with Spiral City, and then I go right to work mode, and it's a whole thing, etc. So, uh, I do definitely try to keep it up as best as I can, or at least remember what's going on to the best of my abilities. So, it is up to date as far as our Saturday. I don't think we've done much for our Sunday other than a lot of chatting. I know at the end of Sunday, or at least,
I thought we end on Saturday and we start Sunday today.
mm, no, because Saturday was ended as when the ghost event was done. Because the ghost event happened on Saturday. So when we completed it, we went into Sunday morning, which is where Cyrek teleported. You teleported in the bit early in that Sunday morning. Then there was a whole lot of conversations and chats, and eventually it led to that Cyrek wanted to go back to Solus, and he used great distance to make his way. Lance and Eclipse were going to uh, use their artifacts, their life bikes.
Oh, weren't we all gonna go down to Undertown? Ha!
Yeah,
Rhyme.
At a later time, as I understand, Lance.
Yeah,
June.
eventually going down there in June. You don't want to take Eclipse back to Dockside, if memory serves.
That was the original idea.
Well, I mean, we're kind of still hung on what Lance and Eclipse are going to be doing for Sunday until so we can push on to until everyone into an actual week of role playing. So I mean,
The idea was like originally have Lance and Eclipse just drive through both the marketplace till they got to Caribbean, but that's just a dumb idea.
what? No, no. Go ahead, try it.
I'm not gonna do it. And then like what? Lance is supposed to do it again within a month, because like May is just 1 month away, 1 month before June, and it's just a better idea to keep the whole. Because like everyone in the main group wants to go down to Undertown together. So why divide us even further? A champion undivided of prismatics. Does that mean like Edmund has to like kill like a Sangrenus of the prismatics?
My God. Watching, watch her hitting that pointer to the clock meme pose. Look at that time, Lance, says the Watcher. Look at flyby out the window.
I don't appreciate you and your silly words.
He definitely said he'd be late to the show, so I don't see any other point in holding about too long. So Lance, I mean, essentially, the whole situation would be that we're in the afternoon going into evening on Sunday with Sarek already teleporting away, Myron and Edmund kind of fucking off to do their evening activities as they do, and just kind of leaving it. And it kind of just leaves Eclipse and Lance and the Sauntering Stallion with Bit on Lance's shoulder.
Oh, I thought you went with Cywork.
What? No.
I swear you did.
No,
Okay.
I don't know where you got the impression.
Your funeral, little guy.
Look, we gotta talk about how there may be a delay on getting back to East Bay.
What?
Look, Bit, no offense, but a lot of us here have plans to getting back into into a certain area, and well, how am I supposed to get us across all the way from here to West Bay?
You figured that out when you wanted your friend out.
East Bay.
Now you can't figure it out when you have a
Oh,
friend.
now you
who's
can't
in need.
fucking do it, huh?
Huh?
First off, I had money. Second, the whole city is now on alert for what we did.
All of Spiral City knows what you have done.
My guy, you got your level up because your notoriety got up.
Yeah. Bit smiles.
How am I supposed? Some lame costume hero who's probably a C-tier hero anyways recognized you.
Some
How am
booster
I sup-
gold motherfucker.
Okay, Lance, you make a great point.
Elastic Man recognized
this?
you.
Hype man.
Thank you.
How about this? Bit walks away. Lance, he goes to the bathroom. It does take a few minutes, but Bit does come out. Well, not Bit. It's a white cat.
Orin.
There.
Oh,
No.
Lance, I'm ready to go.
Lance, I'm ready.
oh.
All the I got most. Well, I mean, he'd be like a darker gray cat, not really pure white, because there's no way in hell he'll be able to clean all of the soot off it. But like,
Lance keeps looking at him. Okay, well, I mean, you solved that one part of the riddle. But again, how are we supposed to get from here to Caribbean without being harassed by the Spiral Count, by Spiral City checkpoint? Even the subways would have people watching them. The highway.
well, I mean, you're strong enough to you're through it, and you said you got that really fast bike, so why not?
Bit. It's just
After all, you also have mine. I have my new power I can show off. If you thought my earlier explosions were deadly, oh, I've got some new powers.
Lance looks
Anything explodes in here, I'm taking out of both your hides.
I don't have the need just yet.
Lance looks at Eclipse. Look, I want to know your input about this. You're just as deep in it as I am.
Is that a? Oh, is that Sonic? Oh, There's Cyric. There you go. Oof.
What happened?
Was that Sonic or something?
Nope, I'm playing Mega Man.
Oh, okay. Right, you just say you got that recently.
Which Mega Man?
I'm playing Star Force 2.
The Battle Network series that kept going.
Alright, I'm from the Elder Days. What the hell is Star Force 2?
It's a sequel to the Battle Network series on the DS.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Also had its own TV series, just like Battle Network did.
Yeah.
Lance is still looking at Eclipse like, hey, you're part of this. You're part of the song and dance too.
Eclipse looks a little annoyed. What the hell you want me to say?
What?
I've been
Hey,
dragged around by your agenda across this entire fucking city. I really don't know what else to say or to do at this point. I was
Well, I'm-
tasked to keep an eye on you, and I got jailed for it. So he shrugs.
well, maybe I don't want you to get jailed this time, or maybe I want to hear your input before I do something crazy.
I mean, that's always good to temper yourself, Lance. I mean, after all, you don't always have healers like Cyric or I around to keep you going.
No, I don't.
So then what's
Yeah,
the plan, Lance?
The plan is just to stay here until June so we can get to the underground with Edmund, Edmund, Myron, and Alistor. Not Alistor, Steinwick. So it's gonna be a bit of a problem with Steinwick, considering that it'd be a fifth wheel to all this. Maybe he could teleport all the way down to there. But no, he needs to pure. Then it's traveling there. We will worry about that when June comes around.
Okay, so then are you staying at the Sauntering Stallion the entire time then? It's not like living in the market district's an even smarter move for you, you know. They have way more detection out here, as far as I can recall.
Well, it only detects if I use my Anima powers. That's how it works.
The detection is not the problem, I think. I think people can see it's you, right?
Hey, I had a disguise on.
Okay, well...
Hold on. I am going to put more consideration to you. You're like, no. Sorry. You were saying, what's your verdict?
My verdict? I don't have... like... Eclipse just like holds his hand in his head. I kind of just want to get the hell out of Spiral City, if truthfully speaking. But you don't have the means for me to leave.
Yeah, I don't have access to a starport or whatever the hell that is.
Yeah, the starport.
Let's just ambiguously take out a D20 from his pocket. 20 to 11. We go on this. We go on this death run across the entire district to get to Caribbean. 10 to 1.
Lance, we don't have to do the death run.
Okay, see, there you go. Just. I mean, we could stop by the how you said, the Baron's place, I guess.
Why would we stop by the Baron's place?
Actually,
would that be the... Huh?
I don't have any money.
Okay. Eclipse holds his head in his temple. How about we... Do you think Myron will let you stay here in the Sauntering Stallion while you try to make money?
Guy looks up the ceiling, waiting for a reply by Myron.
Yeah, but if trouble comes a knocking, you best start throwing hands.
Yeah. I mean, like, why not even start looking for like a part-time thing?
Oh, sorry. Dance, Toji has a regular brain. Oh, a robot with a regular brain. This thing. That's a surprise.
What game you talking about?
Manga.
Oh, Toji.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Give me a second to be right back.
Yeah, no worries. Whilst the line is BRB, I mean, is there anything of note that Myron goes up to doing over the weekend? Sunday?
Well, I'm all out of spells. I need to do something about that. But other than that...
Out of spells? I'm sorry?
Yeah, I used all the spells during the ghost fight. Well, between that and I think the event before. Yeah, because he summoned the undead wolves, which was worked out really fucking well.
I'll keep an eye out for it.
Well, definitely took
I've-
a lot out of Myron learning that the prime oh, sorry the Cimrilla's detection spell.
Oh.
Welcome back.
Just a fucking picture of the Skull Knight.
I know.
I know where you got that too.
Dude, holy shit.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it is best idea if I go out and try looking for a job, a temp job, to make some money, so we can at least support the place here,
Ow.
and feed you.
What can I do, Lance? I only know how to explode.
Lance is doing the fucking the loyal. Okay. First and foremost, you are not going to do any of that in Mywin's establishment. You hear me?
No exploding. No imploding.
No blowing me up in the building. God, I don't even know where the hell you can do it in the marketplace without being detected. I guess you could go into the sewers.
Isn't there like bad rumors about the sewers, Lance? Yeah, Lance, I've traveled in the sewers in East Bay. It's not fun.
I'm not telling you to go deep into the sewers. I'm telling you to hang around near the entrance and just blow something up.
You want me to blow up a sewer?
No. Make a bomb in the sewer and then blow the bomb up in there. Not blow up the damn sewer.
Well, I could do that, Lance. Do you think that it'd be a distraction enough?
I pray to the prismatic that it is.
Bit points a bit. Okay, I guess I can go into the sewer.
Look,
You're
I
gonna
know
feed
it's
me, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna need
You
to find a
haven't
job
fed
to.
me.
Lance just kind of blinks a bit and I don't even know what they have here.
Saltering style doesn't have. It's a bar. It doesn't have a lot of food left over.
Yeah,
at
it's a
least.
bar. It's a bar. They don't have a lot of food here. Oh, cool! They got a can of spaghettios.
Yeah, fucking hit the Sauntering Stallion. Lance is just going through the pantry like, huh? Hey, Myron, I didn't know you guys had a can of SpaghettiOs.
So they'd be like, what kind of bar doesn't have decent food?
One that doesn't have a chance to keep getting stocked.
On top of that, it's like this place wasn't meant to become a bar, an establishment again.
Well, I mean, it was supposed to hold anima users, but it wasn't supposed to be like, sleep here, eat here, live here for more than just a few users. That, I digress though. There just wouldn't be like a huge repertoire of food here because it's, again, not something that neither the Sauntering Stallion or the owners are currently handling.
Yeah, it's no point of asking you, Eclipse, for some money.
Excuse me. Eclipse, huh? You want money from me?
To buy some food, but like I understand that you don't have any.
Yeah, kind of hard to keep my cash when I was in prison. They kind of take that thing from you, Lance.
That's weird because they let me keep my money.
They even gave me money, says Lance.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Maybe they just hate you, Eclipse.
Yeah, man. Maybe they smelled that you weren't from the city.
Maybe they knew you were bitch mate.
Maybe they knew you were a star man.
Huh? What? What'd you
I
call
told me
me?
to call you a star man.
I'm not gonna get into it.
Well, I mean, that's what like. Well, Simon calls himself a star man. He's not from Spiral City, so like, why don't you call yourself a star man?
I think that's astrological appropriation.
I think I'm going to look through the spiral. No, that's the equivalent of our newspaper. Yeah, look through the spiral net and see if there's any sort of like temporary jobs you can't try, Lance.
I mean, you'd be better at it than I am looking for it.
Clips looks into it for a bit. Oh.
You think Edmund would like train with me and how you say this fighting style?
It depends on how he feels about it, I suppose.
Yeah, McKinley and how you say it? Spectacular style.
His last name is Miles.
Spectacular mile fighting style.
Speaking
of.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm back. My death was greatly exaggerated.
Yeah, my death was greatly exaggerated.
Remember how I said if I didn't have to pee?
Yeah.
No.
I had to pee.
Oh.
And I also got White Castle, so.
Hey.
You see Harold and Kumar?
Yeah, Myron, this is called a White Castle.
Here's a slide off.
It smells horrible.
It tastes just as horrible, but it's sustenance, and it's better than the MREs we get.
And we call these dysentery sliders. Lance.
No, Myron's just looking down at this pathetic little burger and thinking, I once commanded legions. I ruled large swaths of land. Now look at me.
We're dashing like a peasant, and it's just a big thing. Hey, I got your burger.
And Freak me glares when you don't give him a tip.
Hey, hang on. I need to take a picture.
Well, happy for you to join us, Edmund.
Takes a picture and eats it.
Yeah, right.
Now they'll never believe you.
Shit, now they'll never believe you. We're just catching up with what Lance and Eclipse are getting up to over Sunday, since Lance has redecided his choice about trying to, and I quote, daredevil his way through Market District driving with the life skimmers.
He's the anima user without fear.
Featuring fear.
My weakness. Like, what is Edmund in this? Because like Edmund's still in the soundtrack selling. So is he like listening to the whole conversation, like standing?
No,
Edmund's just been A posing the entire time. In the corner, A posing.
Yeah, aggressively A posing every time we change camera angles. It's just no one's acknowledging that he's around. I would say I had ad-libbed that Myron and Edmund were up to their evening activities as that would be. Myron would pseudo have the ability to hear the conversation should he choose to, though he doesn't have a direct magic for it, and it's more like he has Gregor or himself just walk over.
I mean, yeah. Basically, it's just a dumb idea just to power our way through the entirety of the marketplace district, causing more shit to happen around here.
Oh, I get that, Lance. I think the smarter choice is to hunker down and get a job, but Eclipse looks through his takes out his Eclipse tries to take his phone out and goes, oh, that's right, they took.
Lance would hand him his phone.
Oh God, what kind of model is this? Even
What are you
I've
talking
learned-
about?
I've been learning about Spiral City phones. This is one of the older models, Lance.
That's
oh my God,
weird.
what the hell is with what's with the number pad?
What?
Lance, you just need to click it gently. You don't have to smash your thumb in here.
You don't?
Oh gosh. Okay.
Well, I was
Man,
told by
it's-
Queen Caribbean that this is a newer model.
Maybe they rug pulled you, or maybe I don't know my models right.
I like to think that Lance just has it, like the original LG chocolate.
Can you share an image of that in our chat?
Yeah.
Thank you, bro. Eclipse looks through the spiral net for Lance, and it takes a few minutes before he goes, okay, well, they have some jobs, I suppose. One that seems like it could fit you really nicely, Lance, is apparently some guy wants a bodyguard. You specifically have to be an anima user.
Huh.
They want to
How
rent you up.
oddly
They would-
specific.
Yeah, how oddly specific. Yeah, the deadline before the end of April, and they want to rent you out for a month. And it says
Oh,
it's paid based on experience, but it starts at 30,000 up.
No shit, 30 grand just to protect a guy?
Yeah, for a month. Well, 30 grand and up for a month. It says if you're selected, then all the benefits, you don't have to worry about eating, living arrangements, etc., because you'd be around the client.
Oh, well. I wonder if the client doesn't mind if I have a cat with me.
Doesn't say anything about no animals. I'm not an animal.
That's why. Yeah, tell him, Bet, you're a companion.
This is
How about
Bit,
you?
my emotional support anima user.
You don't understand. I need my support anima. He's my support anima. He also whispers me arcane secrets.
I posted it in general chat.
Thanks. Well, Lance, we'd have to rest today, and you'll have to figure it out this week before the end of this month.
Did they say location to go see?
In the Cervantes district, actually.
Huh. Lance kind of rubs his chin a bit. Cervantes district. Oh, this district.
Yes. Apparently, it's some sort of store owner.
Hey, man. If I can, Hey, Myron! I think I found a job.
It's the stylish imp.
The hell's a job?
I will make some money.
That's called robbery.
No, I get paid to do something, so I get.
You'll get monetary compensation for as I provide services and work services.
Yeah, Lance just goes that, dude.
This is indeed a disturbing realm.
This is indeed the disturbing timeline.
Sorry, I read this wrong. They said they don't want a bodyguard for a week. They only need you for an event
Oh, when's the event?
in the beginning of May.
Yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday. And they're willing to pay you 30K and up, depending on your skills.
I mean, Lance kind of flexes his muscle a bit.
It specifies that you have to be an anima user.
Ones.
And another specification is you have to be level 10.
That's
Well, that's a-
levelist.
Lance kind of raises his brow.
What's
Huh.
level 10?
Yeah, what is level 10?
Well, okay, let me rephrase it. You have to have access to your AP3.
The wall bust your
I know. But in the roleplay, the stipulation is they would specify the Anima user must have access to their final AP Anima power or AP3.
Well, I mean, me and Ben are overqualified, man.
Well, I'm not working with you.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, like, you would just blow up the event instead of the guys trying to do it. Well, if that's one of the, is there anything else, or is that just the only thing we can find on such notice?
Well, there's the bodyguard duty. Then there's extermination. It seems like there's been a lot of requests. The most expensive one is around 2,000 gold pieces per day of extermination. Pygmies.
Yeah, that's a no-go.
What, you don't think you can beat a couple of pygmies?
No, I kind of walk with King Pygmy.
Clips looks and blinks. Huh. That's a thing.
What? What's wrong with walking with King Pygmy?
I didn't know they had king.
They have some kind of higher up key society. They're not barbarians.
I didn't say all that.
Well, it sounds like you're implying it with your head.
Where a pygmy comes out of the woodwork and kneecaps Lance for sharing secret knowledge.
Yeah, right.
Baka.
Baka man.
So, do this quick page. I get 30 grand for doing some kind of some kind of event. How much do you guys charge? Lance kind of blinks a bit and then looks at it like, Eclipse. I get that it's sketchy, but like, what else am I supposed to do?
I think Myron said rob some people.
I'm not robbing people. Besides, the rule of thumb is you only rob in West Bay, nowhere else.
Well, West Bay's not worth money grinding, huh?
Says you. You could totally make some money, but the weird thing is, you can find some cool stuff in West Bay and then fleece it off you.
So is that something you want to do, Lance?
God no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna take the shady job.
Take the crab juice.
Besides, I'll be close to nearby, and in case something happens, like I have a the point at Eclipse. I have a healer nearby.
Eclipse blinks a bit. What, do you think I'm gonna join you for this mission?
No, of course you can't. You literally can't. You are literally wanted by the entirety of the city.
Why am I wanted?
You broke out of well, I helped you break out of jail, but a jailbreak. Waves his hands up.
Well, all right. Let's get some rest then, Lance. It's getting late.
Yeah. Guess I'll be sleeping in the living room again.
I don't know why they don't give us rooms upstairs. Clip settling into the couch again.
Look, it's Mywin's thing. You want to go fight him over it? Be my guest. He's got
gold.
bone. Yeah, he's got bone magic.
Yeah, I saw him hurt you with it. Not exactly eager to figure out how that felt for you.
Yeah, it's not fun. Lance slowly puts his head to the to a cushion and then passes out. It's almost like
goes on a night
light.
stroll.
Hmm?
Bit goes on a night stroll.
Oh no.
Before we end our Sunday, at the very least, we have Siren. Well, I think we already kind of explained what happened with Siren when he returned to Solus.
Yeah, he was so exhausted he had to go rest as soon as he got there.
You were greeted by everybody. Reyna and Raynor.
Yep.
All right, well, excuse me. We move on to April, the final week.
Oh.
No. Did I forget any cutscenes? Oh, I think the only thing I really wanted to highlight would be that, Allura, at Travail would announce that the temporary city halls, the police department, the most noteworthy of their announcements would be that, excuse me, Squad Zero is reforming. Juniper's heading it. No, Yanagata's heading it with Juniper as a secondary and 2 other members. Actually, I think Alistair would actually rejoin.
Wait, he
Oh, yeah.
would? Isn't it dangerous for him to be out and about? Considering
He
what
wants to help.
happened?
He wants to help Anima users.
Not only that, but like he didn't have a chance to get taken back to Solus with you. So what else he's gonna do? He's isn't the kind of guy to sit on his hands, you know.
But the as the heavenly bodies already come after him again.
Well, now he works with Deimos, so if they come after him again, he'll be able to get help with Deimos and the Prisma Rangers.
And of course, Lance and the others.
Yeah, and if he works with Travail, they'll help him too.
Alright.
Not like you can stop Alistair, though. Like, Alistair is a determined guy to make sure Anima users stay as safe as possible. He definitely wouldn't stay on the side of watching the Spiral Army just kill Anima users. Not after feeling how the Long Friday affected everybody.
Including himself.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like I'm gonna say. It's not like I'm gonna have you. It's not like I'm gonna say kill all anime users.
That's ridiculous.
Looks behind his over his shoulder. Oh,
Shakes his little paw.
Oh, I guess you're too prideful to do that. Soldiers, kill all anime users.
You got the
soldier.
power.
Soldier's turning on the pygmy. So, we go over to finally our April 3rd, the final week in April. For the most part, the Sauntering Stallion actually has people in it. The city is in a chaotic sense of states due to the Spiral Army being deployed over the weekend. Travail has been sharing this information, so it's not like it's quiet anymore. The state of Spiral City itself is quite in a conundrum. The start of this week announces that the Spiral Council has decreed a mandatory lockdown. During the night cycles, you're not allowed to move around the city districts. You're only allowed to move around during the daylights.
Hey, who said this?
The Spiral Council.
A Spiral Council could eat my ass.
Admin, they pay our check. Yeah,
I know what I said.
Yeah, I think that's the only the serious announcement that appeared for everyone. It's just the checkpoints across the city are closed during the nighttime until they release the ban.
By the way, I don't mean to interrupt, but Trinity has a message on the Discord Do you
Oh,
need him for tonight? Absolutely.
no, man, I didn't see him.
Excuse me.
It works out for you guys. I might sit this week out if possible. My class had to hella rush this week to get called from some fucking beat. You just
Oh,
that I
yeah.
can make it work. Just figured I could ask.
I just let him know not to push himself. Thank you, Loon.
No problem.
Okay. With the city in this turmoil state, who would like to go first in our series of week activity? Like, you'll have your week activity. We're not going day by day.
That means I gotta go piss.
Ah, well, alright.
Damn bladder.
No worries.
Wow, considering that Lance needs to get quickly to figure out what this shady job is, I like to go first.
Sure.
I'll take I'll take Monday.
Myra walking down to the Sauntering Stallions lobby. What? Why aren't you gone? Shoo at the wind, you know? I digress though. Lance, you awaken Monday morning. It hasn't been too many hours. You managed to actually sleep today. You didn't get that weird reappearing dream either. You actually feel relaxed. You managed to put yourself as best together, question mark, and Eclipse, like, gets out of his stupor, goes, okay, well, if you're this up and early about it, Lance, the guy said that he's... Hold on, let me ping the map. Oh no, it's better if I pull this one up. Oof. Yeah, sorry. The guy says he's over here, this part of the Cervantes district, a few blocks away from the Seventh Diamond. Well, several blocks away from the Seventh Diamond, actually.
What's the seventh diamond?
Was. It's a large business building, Lance.
Oh. So it's downwards from here, the Sauntering Stallion, just completely south.
I'll join you, Lance, to make sure you don't get too lost.
Whoa, 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 whoa! What part of you want it? You can't do that.
Lance, you haven't fed me in a few days. I'm gonna start eating your face.
Lance looks over a bit. I don't. Lance quickly scours around to see if there's something here.
You're gonna take food from Myra.
Lance would stop real quick. Maybe we could find you something outside to eat.
It just frowns.
Lance kind of like offers bit his hand so he can put him in his jacket.
Angrily gets on.
Just tell Bit the address so.
Here, Lance, I wrote down for you. Can you read this?
Lance looks at it.
Oh, it's written down for sure, Lance. It's written in Spiralian. You could read it. It does take you a little bit of effort.
And he though.
Hang on, let me just. Oh yeah, Lance could totally read this.
Holy shit, he rolled a 4. You nod aggressively, Lance. Those letters and numbers line right for you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can read it. Lance flips it around a bit before putting it into the very same spot that he has Bit in.
Wow.
Lance gives a thumbs up to Eclipse. Wish me luck on getting this job. We're gonna need it.
And takes you about 2 hours of traveling on foot, Lance, to get to the destination. Upon your travel, Lance, you stumble upon several different sites. A large amount of justices are in Market District. There are still people moving around the areas and such. There's just a lot less density than you normally had seen before in the Market District.
I remember this place being a lot busier.
Mm-hmm. Once where there were like a lot of people showing off their relics and such, now there are, a handful of people there, maybe over there, but nowhere near as many. You finally do arrive to the large business building, and it sits very high up in the sky. Large window mirror buildings, the kind of establishment, Lance, that you imagine that the people who work here probably make the city move, so to speak. Lance, you make your way through the front door. You find that they only have the revolving doors. This sets you off.
This is suspicious.
Oh no, not sets you off as in suspicious, Lance. Sets you off as in sets you off as Lance has a deep hatred for doors, as we kind of established. Even more so for rotating doors.
What did the door ever do to you?
Knows what it did.
Last summer?
Do you remember?
That's why I need first time. Lance, make an intelligence check to see if you can handle your rage. What
Holy
the fuck?
shit.
Yeah, it's a brand new leaf for Lance. Like, Lance is really, turning to a new leaf. He didn't go on a suicide death run. He's controlling his tempo, and he can read.
Wow.
I blink a bit. What kind of sorcery? Lance, you can calm yourself down, and you find that they still have the regular open door, and you take the slide door open and step into the establishment. It's a large lobby. There's a security spot where there's a checkpoint and several different metal arms that periodically pull up when people walk by while tapping a badge on it and then walking into the building actually. Lance, you're at the lobby. There are a lot of people here. They do come and go though, and they go walking off after the metal turnstile after they put their badge. What do you want to do, Lance?
Lance would slowly make his way to I imagine there was a receptionist.
Yeah.
So Lance would go over to the receptionist and he's like, excuse me,
Yes. How can we help
I'm here for a possible job position for a bodyguard.
you? Do you know the business and name of who you're coming to speak with?
No, I got it from the spiral net. See, the job position asks for an anima user, and
There have been
anima
a few
user.
other anima users wanting to speak with a certain Mr. Lloyd. Maybe that's what you want to speak with?
If Lloyd's offering a $30,000 gold coin position for some event, then sure.
I don't know the details of this request of his. If it's Mr. Lloyd, he's given permission to anima users to take the elevator to the 35th floor.
Lance
The
leans into his
receptionist
jacket.
points behind Lance. You can go that
Yeah,
way.
Lance would look. Yeah, Lance would kind of lean into this jacket pocket as he's walking towards the elevator. You know what
Bit's
floor,
not
what
here.
button? But what did you go?
Bit has left your inventory to go find food.
Fuck up my own. Shit. Lance makes his way onto the elevator. Ah,
Yeah.
damn
Lance
it.
thinking he was gonna have a fucking Yoshikage Kira. It's always cats. Lance, you get into the you walk up to the elevator. How does Lance feel about elevators?
He's neutral about it. The last time he's been around an elevator, he kind of broke the elevator door.
Hmm.
But that was like the Nelcro district. He looks
There's
over
a-
at the button.
Yeah, there's a pretty distinguished up and down. Not even Lance could
Yeah,
fake
no.
could fail this.
Yeah, it's too fucking obvious. He hits the up button. Kind of twiddles his thumbs in his hand real quick.
It only takes a few minutes before finally, ding, an elevator behind Lance. He turns to
Wow.
face it. As he tries to walk in, several people push past Lance. Seriously, coming through.
Sorry. I didn't notice. Hey! I'm sorry. Didn't notice you. Jeez.
Lance, you're the only one who enters the elevator now.
Lance looks like the out of it fatal.
It's a large enough cabin to fit at least 5 or 6 Lances in that room comfortably.
Yeah, Lance is kind of like looking at all the buttons. Okay, she said the 34th floor.
34th,
35th?
32nd.
Don't you do this.
You're the one who has to remember, not me.
A fucking. Ooh. Lance kind of like rubs his chin a bit. The number 3 and 4. And he pushes the button.
A satisfying click, Lance. Click. 34. Click. The elevator door shutters slowly. And you begin being tugged up and going up. Lance, as you're in the elevator, let's just have a little bit of whoever else wants to take a little bit of what they're doing for this week.
I guess, should I take up the mantle?
If you'd
By all
like to.
means.
All right.
So Lance has a Monday activity. What day of the week is Sarah taking?
I guess we'll take a Tuesday.
Tuesday, is it?
Tuesday,
Alright.
yep.
Yeah.
Tuesday in it.
There you go. Alright. It took Sarek a little bit longer than he expected, with all the recent, what's it called? Great distances. It took a lot more out of Sarek than he anticipated, so Sarek took Monday to relax, and now, on a Tuesday, we come to Sarek at Solus. And Solus is this secret church dedicated to the silver that the head of the industry, the head of the church, the man named Deimos, has a large connection to the prismatic force, a color-based sort of religionary power that takes a large has a large impact in Spiral City's roleplay, as several of the characters are champions and gain a lot of their powers.
We say Deimos is prismatic undivided.
It would be like Prismatic United.
Yeah, Prismatic United. So, in this dusty, hidden away church, Christine, and almost like as if lost in time, we are here with Siren, who is a 7'2", Starman. Sarek, do you think sleep came easy to you after your revelations with the clips?
Not too easy. He's still slightly mad about it. He's like, may I can turn this around somehow.
And your dreams reflect such that nature, Sarek, as you found little to no comfort in your dreams, having to replay the haunting moments of night shooting you. Now your assailant has Eclipse's face, and it's just so hard to pull yourself away from the white hot anger that boils in your chest. Who knows what other things that Eclipse would have gotten away with or done had it not been for Pandora. Who knows what's going on with Julberg?
Yeah,
Every
that's quite a concern.
yeah, every memory that you're still struggling to get back, every time you see a new connection with somebody, it only brings a bigger dread in Cyrek's heart that what's it called? A bigger dread in your heart that you don't know the outcome of what's going on in Julberg. Sarek, you sit at the edge of your bed, heavy in thought. And whilst it felt like few minutes to you, your morning slips away from you as you were just really in this deep contemplation about your feelings about Eclipse, Julberg. Sarek, do you want to go back to Julberg?
He just want to at least see how the city is going, but at the same time, he just want to abandon the other majors.
A sense of duty ties Sarek to Spiral City. He isn't going to leave Spiral City anytime soon. Sarek, what would you like to do for your day? It's more closer to the it's getting closer to the afternoon.
I guess report to Deimos about how he's ready to level up his silver magic.
Sure. I'm going to ad lib the journey there, but I'll quickly mention that you do you have to make your way to a certain spot in Solus. There are guards that stop you before walking through, though when you approach Sarek, they kind of give you a respectful bow, and they have these spears that they kind of uncross themselves from each other, so they allow you to pass through. It is not even a conversation or anything. They don't address you or nothing. It's just a simple you're allowed to pass. And so when you enter this room that they're guarding, it in the room it's first off the room's impossible to fit in Solus. So every time you come into this atrium, it feels very jarring to you because the ceiling goes extremely high into the sky. It doesn't make sense. There's a large black cube that sits in the center question mark of this room. Because truthfully speaking, Cyrek's never seen the whole room. He's only ever seen this large black cube. The room seems to go expanding it left and right quite some time, like quite some distance that Sarek can't track. The only thing that really matters though in this room is that large black cube. Sarek travels up it, and while anyone else traveling up through this, so when you travel up this large black cube, there's a staircase that's built in through the cube. So there's a path inside this cube, and there's the stairs that are built like are walked into it. So as Cyrek's taking these large steps into onto the black cube, less and less of the room starts to be seen, and more of it gets darker, and there's actually stars that start to appear. And eventually, Cyrek would find himself at the top of this long path, at the top of the black cube. And at the top of the black cube sits a gazebo decored in multitude of millions of not millions but hundreds of different colored jewels that decor the outside and inside of the gazebo. So the very outside of its domed surfaced roof colored in different gems, and then the inside of it and the very flooring panels are decorated in a very distinct design of colors. They flow rhythmically overlapping each other in certain spots, and almost seemingly random in chaos. Sarek, when you approach the gazebo, well, first, whilst you're approaching it, you see no one inside of it, excuse me. As you get closer and within your final steps, you begin to see that Deimos, like what's it called, like a GIF loading in or of such. He just almost fits into existence as you approach. Deimos, though, is looking outward somewhere, and he doesn't pay you attention as you come onto the gazebo actual. Sarek, when you see Deimos, he is an elderly man. He is old. He is pale and white. He has a colored cloak of multitude. He has a silver cloak on him, and he is dressed with jewels of different colors. What would you like to do, Sarek?
Observe the jewels. He's thinking,
Where?
is that how they... Oh,
Because there's jewels at the gazebo, the jewels that Deimos is wearing.
on Deimos, he's wondering, is that how the Christmas store are made out of?
When you take a closer, it's a little harder for Sarek to see the gems that he wears because Deimos' back's towards Sarek. So Sarek tries to take a quick peek or a sneak a glance. Deimos sits himself up as he notices your approach and goes, "Ah, Sarek. It is nice to see you." With his eyes still closed and not facing you at all, Sarek. What brings you?
Hello again, sir.
Deimos is fine.
Hello again, Deimos.
He
Good
bows
relief
his
to know
respect. Mhm.
that Eclipse has been set free. He's with Lance.
That is great news. I am happy to hear that he has been freed. What was his reason for imprisonment, do you know?
If memory serves him, Lance, he was arrested being seen calling off for a place he shouldn't be at. Think about a cataclysm district. A giant hole he described.
Deimos just has a steady on stare forward. Thank you for that. There's movement of our enemy across the spiral city. I fear that there are enemies much closer to our doorstep than we imagined. Their detection of our enemy is difficult. Deimos speaks gravely and gestures with his right hand across outside of the gazebo. Sarek, when you look towards where his hand gestures stretched outward, you can see that in the far distance of where the darkness and stars are, Sarek, you know that where you are in this gazebo, you must be in space. At least you assume so, Sarek, because again, you understand what space and stars are. When he gestures out towards the space, you can see, Sarek, that there are the stars start to take its own shape. And Deimos begins to display to you Spiral City itself. And he says, these city districts, they are slowly being affected. We are strong enough to be able to handle our foe as greatly. Our enemy seems to be galvanized. A common purpose and strength. A common purpose of conflict in Spiral City. I have reason to believe that Lance might be the key to all of it. It might be
Really?
It might be necessary to have Lancelot McKinley killed.
What?
The enemy.
Say less.
Yeah, right. Say less. The enemies are using
Bam.
Lance, or at least planning a round with Lance. His family has been infected. He has been infected. We truly do not know if his chaotic stupidity is that or a farce. And there is also the attachment to the black hole sun that he holds.
Right,
Well-
that dreadful thing.
Well, normally we don't have much understanding and normally no, I'm sorry. Just think about this for a second. When a person gets into contact with a powerful primordial artifact, and that of which one is fully completed, because most of the primordial artifacts are broken into pieces, and this is for good reason. A single piece of a primordial artifact can drive a person insane. This is because a primordial artifact, well, to be called one, you must have an influence in the realm of the reality that you're in, that it resides in. There are other primordial artifacts out there. I don't know the names of each of them. They come and go in whispers of the prismatic knowledge. The one that is the most prevalent is the black hole sun, the Simrelis.
Don't be touching.
Myron's power was even here to the...
It's Myron's power in this room right now.
Yeah, right. It's not power. Each of the prismatic colors have their own primordial. So it's said that there was a time long since ago that each of these primordial artifacts were actually handed off by a singular entity, that of which divided itself and created the colors. These primordial artifacts are supposed to be representative of that. So, Deimos takes a deep sigh. Ancient history has spoken once, or has spoken to, not ancient history, prismatic history has transcribed to me of ancient Spiralian history, of which the that of which the primordial artifacts were once used like championship weapons. And so the champions were all together at one point or another, and they had collectively brought the downfall of their people because of the power of the primordial artifacts. That is why after that charismatic fall apart, the primordial artifacts were forever supposed to be disbanded. Though they are so imbued with power that they have their own sentience. It is not something you can keep away forever. It is also very foolish to mess with. If you are not of the... Deimos thinks for a bit. If you are aligned to the primordial artifact, he shakes his head, you will only suffer a very prolonged and very nasty death. In extreme cases, you may be able to wield the power of a primordial artifact. Deimos looks away, but in prolonged cases, you're only guaranteeing a non-existent death. Deimos. Cyric,
Yes?
I need you to decide one of the districts that you must go on your own. I will begin to deploy the other Prismagers across Spiral City. We must find any insurgency of the enemy. I fear that I fear that the enemy is not idle at this time, and they are only working to strengthen their resolve across the city. Our attempts to stop them in East Bay. Deimos stops speaking for a bit. I believe may have not been as fruitful as we believed it to be.
it has been worrying how silent they've been for the past while.
I've been doing my best to track and deploy the Justicars and trainee Silvers in order to mitigate the smaller the smaller enemies that we deal with and the affections that they bring about. It's not enough, though. Every day I believe we are experiencing more cultists. Be wary, Cyric. They are using the eye as their iconology.
The eye?
An unholy eye. An unholy icon. It is that of a crimson red eye, painted onto any surface. It's considered one of their symbols of power. Destroy it to weaken their influence in their areas. If you see multiple symbols, it's probably better to run than stay. If this symbol is on a person, consider them hostile. Do not be friends with them.
They're beyond saving.
Yeah.
Already submitted to the Dark Lord.
And it's not Myron this time. Myron? It's not you this time, right?
No, Myron's on the phone with his lawyer right now.
He is super on that phone call.
Yeah, it's just clearly copyright theft or infringement. Yeah.
What do you mean I can't do anything about it?
I
No,
know this
you're
is
the
a great
silly
task of you. I'll need you deployed as soon as possible. And in the hopes that you or one of the other Prismage Rangers are able to detect and find the ever-growing cause of the ever-growing source of the spread of our enemies across this Spiral City. Do you think that this Kinslayer they speak of is the cause of it?
Hold on, out of character. Sandra knows that Lance is the Kinslayer, right? Because he told him about it, correct?
I'm trying to remember if I did that. If I did, then I probably had did it in such a way that it's hard to understand if that's what Lance said, because he didn't want to trigger the enemies to appear.
Hmm.
No, I would say that Cyric would have to make an intelligence check to kind of put if Lance is that or not. I mean, it's a good assumption, so you can assume it, Cyric, and still say it. You can make an intelligence check to see if Cyric can like feel the confirmation and be confident. Like, yeah, no, Lance is that Kinslayer. Go ahead and make an.
I think I'll do that.
Yep.
Can I junction this?
Nope.
Okay.
Just one of those things, mate.
Just one of those things.
Damn.
Nah.
Go fuck yourself, L20.
You can't put together. You can only make the assumption. There's no confidence in that statement for you. You're not sure Lance never told you if he was de facto.
Damn, the phrase seems familiar, but I can't connect it. If I find anything, I'll report that.
Thanos nods. It's not the top priority yet. The most important the most important part is that you are deployed, do ground reconnaissance, and try to find any influence of the enemy. And don't destroy it, but try to track it. We need to find the source, or at least a large enough source of the enemy, that we can wound them and repel them back. I fear that if we leave them unchecked, or let our enemy continue to grow as they are, we won't have it until the end of the year.
Damn. Arthur, so in short, pick a district, search around, find any Crimson Eyes. If alone, destroy. If multiple, run away. If you see somebody corrupted by the eye, follow them and see where they go.
Our best to the best of your abilities, and do not forget that you have access to the Prism Ranger power. You can tap into it as soon as you feel in danger with our enemies.
All right then. One last thing. I've been making strides in my silver magic, and I believe I'm ready to take it up to the next level.
Ah, you believe you're finally ready for your believe you're ready for your to turn to expert now? So I believe you're journeyman.
Yeah.
Well, you'll be surprised to hear this, Cyric. You'll just need to revive 10 basically dead to come back to life situation. So what Cyric needs to do is basically have someone at 0 HP or less, and he brings them back from that death state. Now, this is retroactive, so that means every other instance that you have ever done this, for the most part, comes up to this. So I believe that puts you at a solid 6. Counting sometimes with Lance and other NPCs.
Like Derek.
Yes, exactly, like Derek.
Or Lady in Caribbean, Flame Wrath.
Oh, and Flame Wrath.
Flame Wrath, yeah. Yeah, that's why it's 6.
Okay.
You would need 4 more instances of
Just hang around Lance.
Yeah.
I was gonna just say that.
Who's Flame Wrath?
Flame Wrath? Allura Flame Wrath from that is
Who's
Armea.
Allura Flame Wrath?
technically
You mean Mayor Flame Wrath?
Yes, Mayor
Respect
Flame
their
Wrath.
name, you piece of...
No.
Not at all.
Damn. Well,
When they can say me entire title list, then I'll think about it.
so in the interim of all this happening this week, I would also like to just have that Falcone is actively traveling to West Bay. There'd be several different hijinks, like because he's no longer a character. He's not like rushing to get to West Bay, and there'd just be hijinks throughout every single checkpoint because, of course,
He just walked through the checkpoints, and I don't mean he'd be like Kenpachi.
yeah.
Like he's ignoring them completely, just walking through.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like some checkpoints will let him do it. Others, they're trying to fight him. He'd show off, etc. And there'd be hijinks over it. It'd be by the end of the week and weekend that Falcone would actually be in West Bay. Nothing's stopping him. It's just gonna slow him down a bit. I need to use the bathroom. Let's take a quick 10-minute break. Sorry, guys.
Sure.
Be right back.
Yeah, be right back.
Go Power Rangers. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Somebody just hit a $15,000 jackpot at the casino. I could have been there today. That could have been me.
That's wild.
On the machine I play. That could have been me. Fursuit and character rights. Why do you have it listed as $10 if it's $2,000?
Hey guys,
Yeah.
no, I'm saying, hey,
Hello.
Perish.
just dies.
Holy shit, the fucking tiger dudes get a lot of suitable climates.
So sorry, I'm back.
That's also really good splash art.
Yeah, Lion told me when I was that he did mention he was a Kingslayer, though the combat in East Bay was too much, and well, not too much, but there was so much going on in East Bay that you guys weren't paying. No, it's not like you guys weren't paying attention. It's just like there's so much
Communication's
extensive- yeah,
harsh.
Yeah. It wasn't a direct. Hey, I'm Kinslayer. Lance was just yelling it during the fight, and you guys were fighting already. So it's like, are you really gonna be able to pull out Lance's voice out from a whole crowd of people yelling your fight with the monsters yelling at you? Anyway,
I see.
yeah. So back to the scene at hand. Deimos has completed, has told you what's going on, and is giving, has offered you to go on foot to start searching the best of your ability. You can also use the Priz Ranger device to help you scan for the EOR.
All right then.
Be careful of
You know
everyone
what?
around you.
You're saying?
Oh yeah, just gonna say, be careful. You don't know who's a cultist or not. We don't know their influence across how great it is right now. So anyone could be an enemy that you don't know yet.
They're not gonna be
Okay.
that obvious to point out.
Let's see. As for district, how about I cover? I'll choose Caribbean. Or just Lay the Shadow after all.
Deimos nods. Sure. Do you think you can travel there on your own, or do you need my assistance?
I guess for safety reasons, why don't you just teleport me over there?
It's not as benign as teleporting, though it is pretty easy to understand that it's just teleportation. Daniels turns to face you finally, his full body towards you. He is wearing this large, elaborate necklace that has several of the colors. They do not repeat, and they're all represented, even blue. Daniels puts his right hand forward, and he has, in his left, all his fingers, he has these gorgeous rings, and each of them are ornate with a different jewel. Some of the rings he has on his, some of his fingers, no, that's not, each of his fingers have multiple rings, like 4, maybe 5 on a single finger digit. So he's like rocking like 10 rings on a single hand, and another 10 on another hand. Damos uses his right hand and lifts it up a bit. You can feel the room start intensifying with energy around you, Silent. Any last words?
I'll keep the city safe.
I trust that you will, son. Remember to communicate using the Prismanger device.
Right.
Wishes it with his right hand one last time before Cyric, there's a slight tingle across your entire body before you are enveloped and turned into light. A bright silver bridge of energy flies through the sky, Power Ranger style. And Cyric, you are sent to the west part of Caribbean, specifically right at the fountain of the Lady in Gold.
I gotta stop drinking. I just saw a guy peel out of nowhere with light.
Puts a little drink into the little fountain.
Shakes his little head and.
Okay, so we will return back to Lance now.
Lance just hears the elevator music playing.
You
Yeah,
finally arrive at the 34th floor. When you arrive on the 34th floor, because you pushed 34, you find that there is a pygmy who is staring at, he's sitting on a little stair, seat. The door opens. It opens up to a pygmy sitting on a stool. There is an ominous dark background behind him, and the pygmy looks up really tired up at you, Lance, and goes, "You chose the wrong floor.
Oh, is Mr. Lloyd's.
You won't get a second chance, Lance."
Wait, how'd you know my name?
The door begins to close and brings you back to the first floor.
Lance would make his way back to the receptionist.
Before
Before
you go there, Lance, before you go back to the receptionist, I'm sorry, you just take another look at the buttons and you get a deep panic. The buttons' numbers start to mesh with themselves. You're not sure what button or floor you should go to now.
Oh.
Lance would make his way back to the receptionist. Excuse me. Hey.
A security guard man looks at you. What do you want?
Oh, hey. What floor is Mr. Lloyd at?
Mr. Lloyd. I'm
Yeah.
not the receptionist. If you don't know where you're going, then you should call who you need to talk to.
Well, I need to see Mr. Floyd. I'm gonna go talk to the receptionist right now.
Did you say Floyd?
Yeah, Mr. Floyd. Lloyd? No, it's Mr. Lloyd. Ah, this building is doing something to my head.
I need to see some identification. Did
Lance
you
is
sign it in the guest book?
I wasn't told to do that.
He holds his hand out. Well, come on.
Lance hands him his Spiralian ID.
He reviews it for a couple of moments. That's a nice fake ID.
What are you talking about, fake? It's me. That's my ID.
Yeah, it's expired.
Okay, I need to renew it.
Can't have you walking around with this expired ID. I'll
Okay.
just keep it from you.
Can I get it back when I'm done?
That's
with
illegal.
It is legal. He has Lance's expired ID back.
Ah, Lance slowly eats. No, you're not supposed to eat. Ah. Lance makes his way to the receptionist again. Hey.
No, Lance, the receptionist is not there. It's just the security guard guy who's giving you the hard time.
When is the receptionist?
Fucking rent a cop.
Yeah, when's the receptionist coming back?
Which one? There are several on shift.
There was a lady.
The security guard looks annoyed with Lance. There are several receptionist ladies. Lance,
Look,
you don't
man,
remember. You don't remember her face or her hair.
I don't remember anything about her. All I know she told me was to see Mr. Lloyd because I'm looking for a job from him.
I'm telling you again, I don't know a Mr. Lloyd, because I'm just security. I just keep people out who aren't supposed to be in the building. And you're looking like somebody who isn't supposed to be here.
I am trying to get a job.
Then you would know where to go to get the job.
Okay, I'm gonna go back in the elevator and hit the 35th floor. You wanna tag along?
My job is at the receptionist, sir. If you have a guest pass, which you do, then go to the elevators and go where you need to go. And stop harassing me.
This dude's pissing me off. I'm not even there. This guy's pissing me off.
Lance is fucking.
Edmund just pulling out the gambler.
Lance is like biting his fucking lip, trying not to fucking cause a scene. He stomps his way back to the elevator. He constantly pushes the 35th button.
Make an intelligence check, Lance, because the issue that you had about looking at the numbers is coming back up again. Lance, the numbers aren't working. The numbers and buttons start to float around in this air and the space around you. It's an anxiety moment, like visually induced for us to follow along. That Lance is.
Why am I having this?
Well, because you made the mistake about the elevator the first time. The pygmy told you don't get a second chance. You don't know what your second mistake is. And your heart starts to hurt as your heart beats faster.
Oh, damn it. I still. Lance just pushes a button at random.
Hup, make a D100.
Hop on.
How's an 80?
Congratulations, you've hit the 80th floor. You're going on a trip.
The elevator begins to move up. Lance, when you push the button, your finger sits firmly on a 72.
That's not good.
The elevator continues to climb slowly. As the elevator climbs, Myron and Edmund, what would you guys like to do for your week? And what day are you guys liking to choose out? Monday and Tuesday are already planned out.
How about Thursday?
Hey! Love a little meadow. Deep enough into Thursday that, deep enough into the week that I would like to think that Falcone and his little entourage of because he's carrying basically everything he can in the churchmobile, so I just like to imagine that's the thing really weighing him down. So I like to imagine Falcone is on a Thursday making his way through the Market District's Gambino area, and then just going to on Friday and on Saturday be to the Cervantes then West Bay respectively. On this Thursday morning, Myron,
Yes.
you wake up to a more energetic and sort of forward-facing for your week than you had been the previous days. Not that you were trying to be lazy, just that, wow, what a weekend. So took the time to enjoy the week, to let it simmer, let the tea simmer, you know?
Let it cook.
Because passively speaking, and because these are spiral council announcements. They will find their way to each player either through a cellular device, electronic, or by virtue of hearing it from someone else explaining it to like Myron. But like the spiral council being more aggressive about locking down the city districts would have reached Myron. And another bit of information that would reach Myron and Edmund or Lance or whoever else throughout Spiral City, so long as you're not in West or East Bay, I suppose. Um, Another bit of information that's being passed around is there's a large amount of rumors regarding who is going to stay loyal to this council or not. There's a whole lot of uncertainty. Gridiron seems to be staunchly loyal. Market District seems staunchly loyal. It's Hammer, Caribbean, and obviously Travail is the one that's already the wild card out. Like, not the wild card out, but Travail is obviously the one that's, like, siding against the Spiral Council. So, these are quite literally some troubling and unprecedented times in Spiral City's history. Much of which this kind of news would land heavy on Myron as he ponders his word.
Listen, you can't help the Adani that are lost cause. This entire realm is screwed, to be honest.
Yes.
As Lance once told me, shit's fucked.
Alright. What would Myron be like to get up to? What kind of business is he getting up to on his Thursday?
I think we're going to cast that spell to find out where the Silmaril are.
How would you like to describe it to us? Because this would be a spell from specifically Lamont. That it would be a heritage, like I think. The reason the spell, first off, before we let's get like some context what the tracking spell is. To track such a powerful object, you need but a spell to understand what the object's like residue or energy is, and that's what this spell, like its like infancy spell, normally does. It's a magic item detection spell. It has been massively modified by the multitude of magical scholars and hands that have been passed down through, I wouldn't know, I wouldn't say like hundreds of generations, but at least like maybe.
No, he made it to find the Silmarils, not Myron, his former boss.
Yeah, that's what I was I'm sorry, that's what I was getting to insinuate. Like, the spell wasn't just made by a singular person, it was like combined efforts of multiple magicians or magic weavers, so to speak, who
Well, there
eventually.
only been the one.
Oh, the one? Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm
His
so
one
worried.
boss.
Okay, so then that means
You know, Super Satan.
the Super Satans. So, sorry. Then let me repitch this. Then, sorry. Working with the lore as I get it. So, this tracking spell was created by Myron's former boss, employer, for the sole purpose of the fact that he knew that his powerful artifact, the Cymbrellus, would be not his, but the powerful primordial artifact.
No, he thought it was his.
Fair enough, yeah. That he would require a very powerful spell to track, not a powerful spell, but a very. It's like that's the nuance I was trying to come up with a spell. It's not a complicated spell. Even Myron could have cast it. The real nuance is casting it to track just the Cymbrellus. Because, as I mentioned previously, there are multiple primordial artifacts, so you could be tracking any of those if you didn't have the right spell tracking. This, in particular, is for the Cymbrellus. And Myron, the ruins of the spell hover around you, and you whisper the flow of the magic around you to command this energy. And thankfully, because the spell is pretty easy to cast, it also doesn't require a lot of, like, mana or energy. So even with your AP, yeah, even with just casting with AP 2 was enough for you, as your eyes glow, and anyone observing Myron would see Myron's eyes turn into like light sockets, as now Myron, your vision can see through walls, can see through certain structures. You do have difficulty seeing through like reinforced metal parts, and the most important bit is that while you are viewing, like, whilst we are through Myron's eyes and POV, there is this distinctive ass red star that sits at the very top of Myron's vision, and every time he looks or tilts his head to adjust to it, his head has to crane really high the fuck up so his eyes are perfectly adjusted to that red star. And when he looks at it, it says the Cimrillus. And it mentions that the Cimrillus is, it gives the Cimrillus as X, Y, and Z axis. You 100% know exactly where this thing is.
I assume it's
You
in the
are-
spy then.
You are having issues. You can't really see where inside the Cimrillus. Sorry, you can't see inside the Sauntering Stallion. The building's actually messed. As I mentioned, you can actually see partially through the Sauntering Stallion, though because it's made of like stones and different materials, it's messing with your vision. You do have to crane your neck up really high to see where it is.
So I can see through walls, but I can't see through walls. Gotcha.
Well, it's just a reinforcement in certain places of the wall, yes.
Do I know where the stone is?
Really high up.
There's only one place that could be.
I knew it. The Sky people will have it. Them in the cloud bases.
You trying to get me to pull Liam?
Mm. You mean redacted?
Yeah, redacted. Yeah, basically that's what got him canceled.
So you.
I don't know. He had the
So
pass.
Myron has knowledge of the X, the Z, and the Y axis. He makes the logical conclusion, has to be in the spire. And for the fuck's sakes of it, you look out the window and you can see that it's specifically, because the Sauntering Stallion sits at a very nice spot of it, the upper spire itself.
Good, so the spells confirm what I already assumed.
Wait, is it in the upper spire or the spire actual?
Not in the spire, but the upper spire. It'd be a few minutes before the spell finally fades, and it's just leaving a slight sizzle across your, like, the sides of your eyes before the sensation would fade entirely. What else would Myron like to get up to on his Thursday?
Don't think I was working on any relics.
No, I believe you had finished the construction on your ice staff. And that was the last project.
Nope, still preheating, damn it.
If you had enough funds, you could possibly think about upgrading your forge area.
I got 17,000 gold.
Yeah, well, then no.
I don't know. Now, how many of those zeros don't mean anything?
Excuse me.
I'm sorry?
How many of the zeros don't mean anything?
Maybe I get to 100 or 1,000,000 gold, maybe.
Yeah, that'll happen.
How much is it to upgrade the forge?
Well, it's a level 1. And he's already in Myron pulls in through contacts that he, because I believe it's one of his key items that he has a contact for the construction people that originally made the altar, the forge. I think he could come work somewhere between 50 or 80k for an upgrade.
Jesus Christ.
And it helped reduce the cost of smithing or creating relics and some of the time that it would require. Oh, and the other thing that an upgrade would also be able to do is let Myron multitask, so he can actually like start working on a relic, and if he needs to pause a single week, it won't slow his entire progress.
Oh, fuck. Left the baking pan in the oven and reheated it.
Ah.
Ah,
While Kalos is figuring that, sorry, Edmund, what would you like to do on your Thursday?
Yeah, 22 should do her.
He's gonna wake up and like look outwards and realize Myron is no longer in the bed with him and wondering how the fuck he got up so without waking him up.
I mean, assumably, it'd just be Myron in the room, since he didn't go too far just casting the spell and looking out the window.
He's still wondering how he got up without waking up.
That bed's larger than you think.
it's a king size, not a queen size for a reason.
But he's a queen. Anyway,
Oh my.
oh hey, look. Oh. Does Myron have like any visual Oh great, hold on, sorry. I'm getting it from all ends. I sold my CSM army to play Dark Angels, and everyone is telling me who knows me at the card store that I go to is telling me you'd be the person to play Dark Angels. Yeah, Dark
Damn.
Angels fit you perfectly. And it's like,
Damn.
oh my god,
Damn.
why are you calling me out like this?
Wow, that's rude.
You were
No.
friends, man. We wouldn't do that to you.
No, I think he's just a filthy orc. Alright, well. You were asking something about Myron?
Does he have like any like glowing eyes or anything that's like he's crane like he can obviously see he's craning his neck, but like is there anything else going on with him?
Like I said, yeah, in the time that Myron was just using the spell to look for the Cimrillis, yeah, his eyes would have been like flashlights, just shooting light out of them to like 5 feet out of his face, not very far out from his face. Well, maybe even 2 or 3 feet away to be for fair, but in any case, Myron would have had lights coming out of his eyes, yes.
So what do you see with your special eyes?
I see what is mine by right and held by lesser hands. Children of lesser gods.
We're gonna go check that out.
That's a good song, dude. Now I just need to figure out how to go get it. You wouldn't happen to know an army that's for free, would you?
I know a Falcone, but I don't know how to summon him. Wait a minute, I do know how to summon him. But I don't know if I have that much gold. So, where exactly in the spire is it?
I don't know, it's just high up. I can give you coordinates.
Okay. How high? Is like really high up or mildly high up?
No, it's pretty high up.
This would have been after Myron you discovered it's specifically at the upper spire.
You heard him up a spire.
I don't know if I have that much money to pay Falcone.
I don't exactly have the time to wait for the anima users here to finally rebel.
Oh, it's probably going to be happening sooner rather than later.
I wonder if I could hire pygmies to go steal it. Though they might explode if they touch it.
You called? The
You-
window
you-
outside, the window that Byron was looking out, there's a pygmy that is now sitting on the metal ledge on the outside of it. You called?
No, I was just thinking out loud.
Oh, my apologies then.
The pygmy refuses to move though. He just like inches a bit away, but like still standing there, just waiting for you to change your mind.
Even if I did hire them to go steal it, they probably charge me outrageously.
Depends on what you
What's
steal.
it-
What you...
Yeah, what's a couple of 1,000 gold pieces between friends, right?
No, knowing your kind, it would cost far more.
Oh. Should I be costing you
Look-
more?
Oh, I wonder if King Pygmy has an army. He's the king. They usually have those. Fucking seen it. Isengard, just 10,000 pygmies out there.
Like when Myron's like, for King Pygmy, we need more. We need an army. And King Pygmy waves his hand, and you see like there's just a field of pink. I get you planted roses, but we need an army. Look closer, Myron. Da da da. Da da da.
The pygmy flies away. Oh. So, how'd you like to continue your day, Edmund?
Edmund's gonna look at Myron and go, well, I need to go speak to somebody, so I guess I'll off to do that.
Oh.
Sorry, what was that?
Who do you need to go speak to?
Edmund takes out his gun.
That's a gun.
Yeah, I need to go speak to the gun.
You can hear Celeste's voice in your head speak to you. And how can I help you?
Oh my god!
Yeah, hasn't happened before. Oh, yeah, sorry to startle you. You just, establish more of a communication, and we've been networking together, so it just made it easier to speak to you this way without you having to, go into the campfire.
Evan looks at Myron. I'm gonna be doing druid stuff right here in the bed. I hope you don't mind.
What?
I don't know, don't worry. I was wondering, I've spoken to a lot of the other primordials. Wait a minute, is he speaking out loud or is he speaking like
Telepathically.
telepathically to the gun?
Celeste is speaking in your head, so I feel like Edmund's smart enough to try to speak through his mind thoughts instead of trying to speak it out loud. Lance is more of the archetypal to speak it out loud, thinking it'd be the same as if speaking in his head.
Yeah, Edmund is just like lost in thought, staring at his gun.
So
But
we'll
he
catch
is-
up. Yeah, we'll catch up to Edmund in just a second. Outside of looking for the Cimrillus, what other agenda did Martin have for today?
I need to construct something that lets me cast magic at a higher level. All the fun shit starts at level 5.
Ah, yes. What's
What
your
about
ice?
sword?
Ooh, a sword's not a bad. Ooh, I have a cool idea for a nice sword. Though it will be a legendary, because you said you want to cast it a higher magic spell, so.
I can only carry one legendary, and I am not getting out of this armor.
No, you can't have dupes of legendaries. You can carry 2 legendaries in your relic slots. I'm sorry if I came across that you can only have 1 legendary. You can only have 1 You can only have 1 artifact.
Oh.
Yeah, you can have 2 legendaries. They cannot be duplicates. You can have 2 rares. They could be duplicates. And that's the assumption for the lower ranks of the tiers. So yeah, your current staff allows you to cast doesn't allow you to cast spells better. No, like doesn't allow you to cast a higher spells. That allows you to cast spells easier, and it has an affinity for ice spells. So, casting ice spells are easier with that staff, as in it'll give you a nice discount to your AP when casting specifically ice spells with your staff. Now, with that sword idea, we can definitely make something for legendary. We can definitely make it that it helps you cast for stronger spells in specific, and that if you hit targets with the sword, it'll help you generate not generate easier. Sorry, it'll help cast spells even easier as you hit things because you can use.
Oh, not with a strength fall.
Aww. Well, it can still be used as a median for casting a spell. And we could try to have it that the spell that you cast with it, when you swing, you can cast it again like a recast. Plus, not all swords need to cast on strength. It could be a dex-based sword.
Finesse sword.
Yes, a finesse sword.
I don't think my dex is that much better.
Oh, well, I think that's the level up then, don't you? Did you apply your level up,
No, I haven't. I was still debating between HP, AP, or speed and dexterity.
No, it's a fair debate. In my as a GM leaning in, I lean towards the dex and speed since it would help you with initiative. That's also your AC. Dexterity can also be your substitute for your low strength stat. As Edmund does the same thing as well.
Yeah, I'm just gonna bump his speed and dex then.
I totally get the conversation about strength. About what's it called? HP and AP. Definitely understand that. Evie, Edmund, did you level up?
That I love.
Yeah, I gave you guys both a level up.
Oh.
Lance's max level. Cyrek, Deimos would have given you a level up.
Yes,
Oh.
I'm now AP 12.
AP 12? Okay.
So what level would I be at?
Oh. Okay, well, let's look at your character sheet and see where you are. You're level 9.
Okay, so I guess that's level 10 then.
Oh, you know what? Actually, if you wouldn't mind, I'm going to level you to 10. Though I do have a thematic thing I kind of want to kind of go through with your level 10, since it also unlocks your AP3.
Okay, you know what? Yeah.
All right.
Give me power via plot, please.
Yeah, power via plot. Well, and considering what's going to happen, it's even funny. You know what? It'll be a delayed level up because as we go into Caribbean, what will happen with Cyrek there? Ooh, maybe that'll unleash his AP3. And Lance, you don't level up, but you do get a boot to the head.
Bastard!
I
Alright, Myron.
bequeath a boot to that.
Alright, Myron, to create the magic sword that you're at least we're drafting here on your own. 5 legendary relic scraps. And then of course it'll need to be with the time, etc., etc.
What about to upgrade the staff to do that?
To cast greater spells?
Yeah.
It just cost 4 legendary relic scraps.
Oh yeah. No, way out of my price range.
Well, it is expensive business making legendary relics. I'm trying to think of a very time efficient. I'm also considering your what's it called? Your workplace? Your not workplace. I just said it earlier. Shit.
According to my character sheet, I believe Myron has a level 2 forge.
Oh, level 2 forge. Let me double check. There's that thing I don't do.
You should do it more often.
Wait, where is that? I know there's a full. Where? Damn it! I let here.
Bio and info under Myron's character sheet.
Yes, but Well, that removes the money upgrade, so don't worry about the money anymore. And I think you've crafted 2 rare relics so far. Because you crafted the ice staff that was most recent, but then you also crafted the hammer.
Yes.
Yeah, so 2 out of the 4 to get the upgrade you need to make legendaries. So right now you can't make a legendary relic on your thing, but once you craft 4 rare relics, you'll be able to craft legendaries on the next level 3 forge, which will also continue to help with bringing down the work cooldown and passively trying to lower the cost to creating a legendary relic. Because if it wasn't with your Forge 2, I mean, you can't really make it with Forge 2, but a Forge 3, when you craft a legendary relic with this, your cost is usually 6 per legendary relic, rare scraps. Sorry, 6 legendary relic scraps. Though with your Forge, it'd be something like 5 still, or 4. And then there'd be other things that can help produce it, like other relics that you might or be able to enhance, like the relic hammer. It's still only rare.
It's still a hammer.
Well, it could be a really, really nice, good hammer.
No.
Oh, you could make something for Edmund. Oh, rare relic for Edmund.
That's not the reference I was going with.
Oh no, I'm
Talking
sorry.
Vulcan.
I'm sorry.
He said it's also a hammer.
Yes, Vulcan. I'm sorry. I heard the reference and I completely went over my head. I was just in the roleplay zone and I was just offering to Myron ideas so he can continue to make rare relics to start rare relics and whatnot.
Myron also has all of those relic scraps
Correct.
from the Primal Island, and he has the scroll from King Pygmy to be able to craft relics with said.
Oh yeah, you didn't use the skill scroll yet, yeah.
Is that a permanent buff or a temporary?
It'd be a permanent one.
Might as well
It's-
use it now.
Give me a second.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd be right back, line. Okay. So, to go over the skill before you get, if you want to confirm it. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I've seen a bit. This skill specifically allows Byron to start using monster parts to start crafting relics. Basically, Monster Hunter.
Hunter. Yeah.
So, this is a large pool because there could be different variations of monsters. You would need the higher your skill in this skill rank, the less materials you'll need from an exotic monster in order to craft its stuff. And the better you are at the skill, the higher the rarity you can make for, etc.
Fair enough.
Alright, so I guess I'll go to your character sheet and go ahead and add the skill. 1 second. Myron has now become a monster crafter. Where's your skills? Yeah. Because everyone can have up to 4. Max. Oh, Myron is a how I want to call this? Relic weapon slash armor. Right, starting at novice. Learn relic crafting from McDobby. Yeah, the finishing bite. Yeah, see? Even in the notes right there's connections with Mick and Beaver industry. Yeah. Alright, so I added to your character sheet relic, weapon slash armor, monster parts, novice. And as you begin to craft more and more into it, Myron, using monster parts, you'll be able to get higher and higher ranks. So right now, with your skill adjustment, you can only craft common and uncommons. So like monster trinkets, earrings, or bracelets, things to grant bonuses to stats. These would take basically less than it would take just a week. I wouldn't be any longer than that. And there's no real dry shortcut to it. Myron just needs to use the materials you guys got from the Emerald Isles and use all those monster parts up. Myron's gonna shaping up to be the. I gotta say, I do love that we have like 3 characters who are quite literally the combined crafters. We got Alistair, who's the straight relic smith, Myron, who is a relic smith, magic smith, and now monster parts smith, and we have Nico, who's a relic smith, and he can synthesize with relics using item synthesia. So all 3 of you bring different things. It's very cool.
So many ways to craft.
And Myron's now sitting in his after getting this I wouldn't imagine to spend so much time for Myron to learn the new skill. Myron, you have access. I gotta look over because I know I sent it to. I sent it to Evie before. The monster parts. I swear we have. Don't chat too much with Evie, so.
Hello, Vlad.
Here, there's. No,
Floppy hoppy boy.
maybe it's a little further. Sorry, guys, I'm just trying to see if I can't find this bit that we spoke about. Because I know I asked Evie for it, and then I gave it to him. In regard to all the things that were in that pouch. Or is it in the rewards? Because I know I placed it somewhere. Because I know there was like a remainder of the stuff was. I know a large chunk of the monster rewards were like commons and uncommon stuff, where I believe there was one last really good item in there. I'll definitely review it and make sure that I'll give an actual compliant list.
Man, I'm terrified, says Lance, but this elevator's taking forever.
Oh yeah, we'll round.
How am I on floor Q?
Yeah, floor
This is some
Q,
bullshit!
the back room's elevator edition.
I'm back in the building?
I swear I sent it to Eve here. It's a little frustrating.
How did I end up back? Lance screams.
Yeah, the elevator going back and sideways. Alright, sorry, I'm just okay. Lance, you take the elevator to the 35th floor. The elevator.
Okay, sorry.
Welcome back. No
What
worries.
do you mean?
The elevator takes you up to the 35th floor.
I thought it was 72nd.
72nd?
That's what you said.
Who said?
You said.
You didn't. You said 35th earlier.
So what?
When you
Where is he
arrived,
now?
You're going up the elevator, Lance, and when
Mhm.
you arrive and the elevator stops churning upward, the door slides open slowly and reveals that there is a little brightly colored room. Not colored, sorry, brightly lit
And this-
room. And there's a lady sitting at the receptionist. She has flowers hot next to her. The office space looks kind of cramped though, as there isn't a lot of like areas to walk around. You just see like a couple of closed hallways. That's it.
Mm.
The lady looks up at you with her with her glasses and looks up and goes, "Hi, how can we help you?"
Hello there. My name is Lancelot McKinley. I'm looking for a Mr. Lloyd.
Oh, are you answering the ad on the spiral net for Mr. Lloyd?
Lance snaps a sprinkle. That Lance will step out of the elevator, going over to. That's the exact same one I'm answering to.
The lady stands up. She gives you a slight bow. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. McKinley. Mr. Lloyd is looking for an anima user that can help him with an event. You see, in the market district, anima fighting is becoming a more and more underground anima fighting is becoming a more and more of a sizable deal for business owners to design situations and choices. Mr. Lloyd would like to hire you if he seems you fit to defend several of his business proposals.
Yeah, nothing different from West Bay then.
I assure you, everything different from West Bay. West Bay, those filthy uncommons, uncouths, fight for pennies and nickels. Here, Mr. Lloyd fights for the investment of his business and the future stakes of the
The king, the mighty Isabella.
Sparta Incorporated. Sparta Industries.
Wake up to savings.
Lance looks over the side and he sees like this, like kind of like a Final Fantasy thing, like a demon's head, but it's like moving forward, and it says right behind it, Sparta Industries. Woke up to savings. You gotta walk out that tagline. It saved the business. Oh.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's actually great. It saved the business.
Oh. Well, I better go see my future employer then.
Right this way. Please mind the fact that let's wait. Please understand that this is part of your test. She points towards a wall. You'll have to go through that wall to get to Mr. Lloyd. Mind you, that wall is 5 inches of reinforced steel.
Okay, quick question.
To her or
Yeah, the hole.
Yes.
How does Mr. Lloyd get through it?
Well, Mr. Lloyd simply takes.
And how do
his
you get through
personal-
this wall?
We both
I mean, like-
take. We both. I take a special service stairs, a special service area to Mr. Lloyd as I need to, and Mr. Lloyd takes his own elevator.
Oh, I see. I mean, like, sorry to ask such a question, but like, you know how inconvenient this kind of thing
It's
is?
terribly.
Yeah, it's like, imagine if you would, like, you have this Poco area, right? And the only way to open the door was this brilliant ruby.
Actually,
And what happens?
to open up the fridge in the restroom, the break room, you actually need to get the 3 different colored jewels that are across the different office places. One in HR.
Let's
one
look
in
so.
the women's bathroom.
Why
and I
would you
still
do
haven't found the
that?
other one.
Designed by George R. Trevor.
Why would you make that kind of?
So yeah, that was all Kabuki theaters.
Okay.
The receptionist lady speaks up one last time and goes, "If you aren't able to get through the wall, then Mr. Taylor does not want to speak with you."
I know. Is it matter if I break the wall?
Mr. Taylor instructed me to tell any participants that whenever they like to try to get through the wall, their anima power, they can do so. Any damages incurred that they couldn't get through the wall, then they have to pay for it back to Mr. Taylor in full. Sorry, not Mr. Taylor's.
Mr.
Mr.
Lloyd.
Lloyd.
Lance laughs. I don't have to worry about that. I don't have money.
Lance would actually say it out loud. I don't have to worry about that. I don't have any money.
That's fine. I suppose Mr. Lloyd will figure another way to indent your service.
Lance, that's like,
He's already charging up.
yeah.
Lance, you
will
approach
spend-
the impressive wall.
I just
No
gotta
wall
pretend that
you
it's a
ever
door.
You've-
Yeah,
yeah.
alright.
Make an intelligence check to pretend it's
No
a door.
wall, boy. No wall.
This is holy shit. Is that another 4?
4.
My God.
4,
Fucking
4,
Avalon
4.
just starts playing.
So yeah,
Lance,
we have a special thing in chat, guys. If you roll the same number 3 times, on the third roll, you get to add the 2 rolls previous, not 2 rolls previous, but I think it was 2. Yeah, because I think I did the same thing for Edmund. I thought I added.
4.
Yeah, so it'd be 4 12. Yeah, you have 12 intelligence on a single roll. God, Lance with a brain blast.
Lance is like over analyzing this fucking wall. He's trying to see like the fucking structural weaknesses. Well, the best point, yeah, the very spot he should punch. How much velocity he needs to put into that
Yeah,
punch.
Lance, you get a glimpse to what it's like to having a D12 in your intelligence. You can, in fact, with not God's Rocket Five, but like, you can, in fact, be able to point out that the wall that you're, in fact, looking at has something more than just the wall going on with it. You because of your high 12 roll, you're able to see that there's actually a very thin anti-anima energy layer. Something is going to prevent you from being able to actually punch this wall with all your might, you reckon.
Lance turns over to the receptionist. I can't punch this wall.
Then you can go outdoor.
No, I can't punch the wall because you have an anti-anima field at the latrine.
There have been several applicants who were able to get through the wall, Mr. McKinnon. You'll have to find your way through it.
Lance kind of looks at this as he.
With the 12 roll and your battle savant, it's not a huge anti-anima field. Maybe you can disturb it somehow. But
Maybe I've.
all the options. Lance isn't smart enough to keep like putting more together. He's just smart at this moment, having that brain blast, getting options. So the quick realization is the wall. This thing. You needed a 12 to be able to determine there's anti-anima presence. Plus, you've had experience with anti-anima barriers before. Well, not barriers, but influences. So seeing this on the wall you're able to detect it a lot quicker than, say, anyone in the cast. You noticing that, Lance, that it's thin on the wall. It's not like extruding it or like going like a lot larger or more noticeable. Lets you think that you can try to punch it or manipulate it in a way that you can deter the anti-anima force. Overall,
Lance-
though, if you try to just simply punch it, like unless you put a lot of power behind it, it might just be repelled. That's the purpose of the test.
Lance will like rub his chin a bit.
You have to get through the wall or past the wall.
Either way.
Dude, just
The
punch a
thing is-
hole in the ceiling, go to the next floor, punch a hole in that wall, and punch a hole in the floor, and just drop behind the. Go around. Dig
Yeah, but
up. Punch up.
Yeah, but they even said that if you did something like that, you'd have to pay for the damages. They want you specifically through this wall, and it's because it's because it's weeding out the weaker anima users.
Oh, you're Lance McKinley. You'll be fine.
No, get Myron here.
No, yeah, totally
What
get
am I
Myron
gonna
in here.
do?
The osteomancy of the wall.
Oh yeah,
It
just
doesn't have
boom.
bones. That's ridiculous. I hope it doesn't
Dude.
have bones. That's concerning.
You found that the wall has bones.
Mm.
It has a full set of teeth too. That's even more disturbing.
Okay,
Back
Well,
away, not today, disco lady.
Lance like kind of flexes a bit. Okay then. I haven't used this move in a while. Lance begins the first he'll pay up to 2 AP to gain a strength up. Another 2 AP to don the armor. And he like stretches out his hands as he gets kind
Excuse
of
me.
not too close to the wall to cause a disturbance to his armor, but his palms just close enough so he can activate his AP1 into the, how you said, Blast 1 effect.
You trigger 5 AP. Because it's after 5. So you're spending 5 AP, Lance. You feel you just whoosh the anima force as much as you can out of yourself. Typically, in a regular fight, Lance isn't able to do all this setup because he requires multiple decisions to do each of these, unless he really put the time to get the extra decision. In the free action form, Lance, you spend that decision to AP2 charge your next attack. You spend another AP2 in order to activate your armor.
Yeah, so
Actually-
I can activate. It's like
Is that Magna
putting on
Carta?
the armor. It's not. No, it's not Legacy.
Sorry, Legacy, thank you.
It's not. It is not Legacy. It's a completely different thing.
Oh, armor for defending yourself.
Yeah, but it allows him to also use the AP1 Blast 1 effect. It's in God's Walkabye's counter sheet.
Yeah. So Lance, you reel back your left hand because you get like you said, you put it close to the wall. You can feel the anti-anima force kind of trying to nip away at your reinforced armored hand, your left armored hand. You peel back your hand and you like push your full body forward and throw all your might into that left devastating punch, throwing as much anima energy as you can into the attack. And with it's not a blast, by the way, it's just a what is it called?
Wait.
The very front row, like the first 3 tiles in front of Lance kind of deal.
Oh, like a cleave.
Yes, like a cleave. I've always intended to be a cleave.
He cleaves upwards like an uppercut.
Sure. Lance, when you pull your fist from the ground upward, you can see like 3 different layers of impacting. Every moment that your fist had collided against that wall, pushing upward, the anti-anima force moved like water with you. Though, with all the anima energy you've pushed into this, it first moves like a gelatinous impact. Like it's like a gelatinous cube being hit by a bullet. Though Lance, you're no regular 45 caliber. You are anti-material, and this is happened to be material. And so the impact was so great, the elasticity in this anti-anima field breaks. And when it does, it breaks like a loud glass shattering. And even the receptionist lady shivers back like, oh! Oh, whoa! Now it's a regular wall, Lance.
As Lance does that, just give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Lance takes a bit of a breather. Okay. Claps his hands. Same force, just as the force. He charges himself up again.
Repeating the same combo, Lance, you throw again an empowered anima attack,
Which is
releasing
just
a
3 AP.
devastating amount of anima energy at, again, another 5 anima power, spending a total of 10. Not within rapid succession, since you've mentioned Lance took some time to breathe and then go at it again. You crash through the wall, Lance, with the large sound effect, and the sound effect guiding Lance's fist through the wall and breaking through a large amount of the 5 inches of reinforced wall, but not completely destroying it. Lance, you charge up another, you spend some time to breathe again, and another 5 AP finally sees you through the wall, huh?
Oh, well, it'll put me to 0, but I can put the 3. Lance can just charge up a regular 3 combo. Because when Lance hits to 0, a
You
breath.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't drop. A breeze of the Sea of Green surrounds Lance, and he gets back to 1 AP.
Yep. You're right, yeah.
So, like, he charges a AP2 for strength up and uses an AP1 instead to
Okay.
just punch the remainder of the wall.
It comes down with a satisfying crunch. The wall wasn't holding up much longer since your first punch. And even with the reduced strength, Lance, your base strength and your anima power alone is still devastating. After the wall, it comes down just enough that you can walk through, Lance. And before you do, does Lance feel a sense of... How does Lance feel after destroying the wall, the anti-anima wall? There were other anima users that couldn't do that.
Lance would feel a sense of pride. Like, it's clear that for a while, Lance has felt that he has been kind of weak. But seeing that wall destroyed and the anima barrier along with it gone, he realizes that he has gone a lot stronger since the start of his journey. That he has been getting just as, got to this point. If he didn't get to this point, he'd still
Lance's
be weak.
chest starts to hurt.
Come on. What the hell's going on with you?
Lance, before you're able to walk through the wreckage, you hear a, well done, my boy! I say! What a stupendous amount of anima power that you were displaying there earlier. There is a man that comes barely up to your chest, Lance, who has a thick black parted hairstyle, kind of like Alfalfa from the,
Little Rascals?
Yeah, the Little Rascals. Thank you so much, Lauren. This man has a tuxedo suit, and he has very small binocular glasses, and he does look up at you and goes, well done, my boy, well done.
Lance is like clearly sweating and he goes to the back of his head. There was nothing. I'm assuming you're Mr. Lloyd.
Yes, I am Mr. Lloyd. It's a pleasure to meet you, my new anima servant.
Oh.
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 Oh, I
meet ya,
apologize.
boy.
I'm sorry. I'm learning a little bit better of my vernacular. I'm only hiring you temporarily, of course. I require your assistance into a personal business matter of mine. You are a strong fighter, yes?
Lance looks over the wall he broke.
Well, breaking a wall is great. It just shows you have a great amount of anima power, which is a wonderful thing. I've lost a few gambles before I had installed that new wall system. Before I was just letting any old schmuck anima user trick me into thinking they had a really good power, but when push comes to shove, well, they got defeated. Again, can you actually fight, my boy?
Well, I don't know if this is good on my resume, but I am from West Bay.
I'm sorry, I don't speak poor.
West
damn.
Bay, you know the district that's directly west of us?
Oh, I always thought that might have been the large dumping ground for trash.
It's not wrong.
People live there too.
Oh my
we-
my spiral! That's
If you call that
terrible.
living,
Yeah, how could you call that living? Amongst all the trash? No servant? Speaking of servants, manservant archive? One person as large as Cyrus approaches this guy.
Servant.
Yes. Manservant archive? Not archive. Argyle, there you go. Manservant Argyle?
Yeah, so
Please, bring our anima user some refreshments.
what do you want, Smooth Skin?
oh, it's Tenpenny Tower.
No, it's actually from Heisei. Daring Dashwood and his
Mhm.
manservant Argyle. I
Yeah,
love
yeah,
that.
Got
reference.
nothing.
It's still Fallout 3.
I still love that reference. I love that video show.
The lore well, in this iteration of Argyle, he's not a
Cool.
ghoul. No, he is a rather freakishly large man who goes, "Yes, master," and he is also wearing a suit similar to Mr. Lloyd. And Mr. Lloyd says to Lance, "Come, boy, my boy, come to my office."
Let's walk with him. You sure your manservant isn't an anima in disguise?
Oh, no. Huh. My manservant Argyle comes from the Green Emerald Isles. He's actually one of the natives' war chief's sons. Rather large, strapping fellow.
Lance looks oval. No shit. I think I may have met your dad. I can't remember his name. He's a chieftain. I know he's a chieftain, and he acts us to do the life warrior ritual.
Well, let's focus on the matters at hand. Come, boy. Lance, you're led into Mr. Lloyd's office, and it's just as pretentious as you could imagine a man who has who speaks and dresses as he does. It has a chandelier, there's really fancy carpet. Fuck, you might even find a map of Lamont there.
Lance looks at that map. He's like, "Huh, is that?"
I said might, but
Oh,
it's supposed to insinuate that this guy is just really rich, or at least he is affluent. Please, sit down. And he has Lance. He gestures Lance to sit at a really fancy chair, and when you do, Lance, you immediately start to feel parts of your body crack that you didn't realize were tensed and needed to unwind, as the chair is that fancy.
oh.
This
This is
unlocks the
amazing.
inner pygmy speaking in this Lance, his head.
Oh, dude, where'd you get this chair?
The large man Argyle approaches Lance and provides him with a silver platter, and on it has an alcoholic beverage and a non-alcoholic beverage.
Lance takes the non-alcoholic.
Argyle pulls back the plate as Lloyd his drink is already provided to him by Argyle, and Lloyd sits on the other end of a very large, beautiful red cherry wood desk. It is adorned with it's trimmed in gold, and it has several, the desk is actually really neat. There's not a lot of extra paperwork on it. The man seems to keep his things in file. He sits behind his desk and goes, "My boy, what is your name?"
Lancelot McKinley.
Oh,
Lancelot
Chance.
McKinley. Oh, you know what? Fuck, that's really good. You know what, Chance?
No, it's Lance.
I need you to understand.
Listen, Vance.
God, guys. Well, I'm gonna follow the bit. I got you, Kalis. Listen here, Chance. I need you to understand that the fight that you're coming up is a very big thing for my company, Orthis, I'm a enter company name here. We are basically, what I deal with is the, what's it called, gold pricing and the prediction of the value of the gold of it, vesting in different companies. I have a large amount of influence in the market district. Now I have some up and coming asshole who has began using the spectacle of animals and to weasel his way past having business acumen and just trying to seize into the market district gold standard exchange.
That doesn't sound good.
Well, it's not good for me. And what's not good for me, Mr. Lancelot, Mr. McKinley, he gestures you to drink your drink. As you can see, Lloyd drinks his drink.
He drinks as well? Well,
It
I'm
is the
assuming that...
sparkliest of sodas you've ever... It's like cola. It's just cola, Lance. It's just a really fancy cola. And the ice cubes? They're actually really nice. Lance, you regenerate all of your AP... No, sorry. It's this really fancy drink. It's 8 AP you heal. It's a ludicrous amount of anima power for just a soda.
Man, I'd kill to have a bottle of this around all the time.
Well, if you manage to win tonight, if you manage not tonight's fight, if you manage to win next week's fight, I assure you, we can arrange to have you a case every so often. Lance getting bribed with what's it called? Ice cold Nuka-Cola.
Hi, I'm Lancelot McKinley, and I suggest to anybody and everybody hearing me that my favorite drink is Nuka-Cola Quantum. Taste the blue sword. And yes, it does not give you blue piss.
Warning, it does give you blue piss.
Yeah.
Morning. Studies of challenge.
Yes, sweat blue. Bada di ba da blue.
But it's like they've sped it up to say it as quickly as possible, so somebody's recorded voice talking to you almost too fast to understand.
Oh, I hate those adverts. Side effects may include following it. Lazy eye.
Dude, I remember one for like ED that the side effects were longer than the commercial to shill it.
I remember something like that too.
Same.
Like, yo.
I remember you talked about side effects.
Yeah.
I specifically remember, you remember those lawyer commercials if you or a loved one has been injured?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Except this one didn't say if you or a loved one, it says if you have had the following experience has happened to you. It went down the list of injuries and then death.
So if he died, you can apply for a lawsuit.
If you die, you may be entitled to compensation.
Not your loved ones, you specifically.
Lance walks
I
over
would
to the
love-
TV screen.
Sorry. I would love if the Edmonds just like blazed about on his like date, like he was doing his quote druid thing, and it's just a green TV in front of him. Clicks through it, and there's an advert for a pygmy like, hey, if you have experienced one of these things while living in Spiral City, you might be entitled to get gold and compensation. Edmund watches a little like amusement before sitting up like, wait, getting hit by the spectacular way? What the fuck? Death? Little shit.
Oh
Hey,
god,
come-
are we rioting, guys? I'm
Yes.
trying to riot.
Lance.
Lance kind of looks at Mr. Lloyd for a bit, like, so is there any information about my opponent?
Well, the up-and-coming company, to enter another name here later, is going to field they're probably either going to field their Starfighter, Fighter A, or they're going to field their secondary Fighter B. Fighter B is kind of noteworthy of that his anima power apparently allows him to cut through anything. And Anima, and Fighter A is apparently, he calls himself, what was it, Argyle? The strongest Anima punch, the strongest punch that an Anima user could throw.
That's quite the pretentious title. Lance continues drinking the soda.
The whole 8 points that you get was from the whole drink.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's yeah. You only had a cup. If you had a whole bottle, you'll have like more of it anyway.
Well, as long as the guy isn't called John Gray, and I'm good.
Is there a particular reason we should be worried about that name, Dyer Gray, Mr. McKinley?
Oh, basic. As I
He's
understand,
a
his
giant
Anima doesn't-
dickhole.
well, that and his Anima doesn't let him die.
Oh,
His wards, not mine.
whoa.
So, if anyone comes across you telling you, "Hey, let's have a fight between Anima users," and he pulls out Jordan Gray, back off from that bet. You're going to lose money on it.
Duly noted. None of the contender you're gonna be either one of the two fighters you might be fighting. They're not neither named Darren Gray. Though, as I've mentioned, you might fight their ace, or you might fight their second fighter runner-up. Neither, you should not sleep on their second runner-up, though it'd be better it would be great for us to have you fight him. His track record isn't as great as their ace fighter.
Well, I suppose we'll have to wait and see the coming weeks. So, would it be too much to ask for I don't know, some cash right now, like $5,000 or something?
Are you that sure that you'll win, my boy?
So I didn't even use my full extent of my
No
power.
difflance.
I didn't use the full extent of my actual power to break that door down.
Mr. Lloyd sits up. You see, my manservant Argyle here is trained in several styles of handcuffs and self-defense martial arts. Argyle nods. Go on. Show us a display of your strength. Anima power included.
Go full hog on him, fuck this.
Lance just kind of looks at that like, with good consciousness, Mr. Lloyd. Anima powers on opponent.
Don't behave yourself. Calm yourself. You must understand. My manservant Argyle is wearing some of the latest in relic equipment. That suit that we both are fancying ourselves in have nanofibers.
Nanomachines, son.
They'll respond to your impact and be able to distribute it properly across his entire body. So go on. If not with your Anima power, then your martial arts skills. I assure you, Argyle can handle it.
I'm sure he can handle my McKinley fighting style. It's just God, I need to train that one up. The other one is more of an anti-Anima fighting style. So, I'm a bit hesitant to talk about it, but basically, I can...
Anti-Anima! Well, we don't have any Anima for you to test it with until next week's fight. That is your fighting style, though. You can destroy Anima energy?
No, I didn't say destroy. I can disrupt the flow of Anima. I can take away the Anima power.
Oh, you can do it just briefly enough that you can get an edge on the fight.
No, so I can take away the power that they're using to give it to myself.
Even better. You reduce their access to their Anima while getting more for yourself. I love it. Sounds like my kind of business. Lance, something about that statement makes your stomach turn a bit.
What do you mean by that, Soul?
Well, I mean, you take from others and you give to yourself.
His heart's about to awake to communism.
He starts playing the fucking national anthem for the communists.
The Soviet national anthem.
Yeah, just blaring. Lance just kind of shakes his head. So, that's just the fighting style. If I may interject, that's a terrible way to live your life, giving only to yourself.
Nonsense! I've been living this way for about 40 plus years now.
So if you look at the west side of the building, you see where that will continue to lead you. He's pointing towards West Bay. Why do you think people live there?
I'm not going to be paying you for your sissy sass here. I am paying you.
I'm paying you for your lip.
I am paying you for your expertise. If you say you have anima fighting skills, I am more than willing to give you 20,000 gold pieces as an investment for the fight, and if you win, I'll give you another 80,000. Meaning I'll give you 100,000 gold pieces.
Can I ask you something politely, Saul?
You've already asked a lot. How much the fuck?
No. I just need No, I don't need monetary or anything like that, Mr. Lloyd. And you're very generous with your offerings. I just before we ask you to not tell anyone I have such a thing.
McKinley,
The fighting style.
Mr. McKinley, I am hiring you as a fighter. Respectfully, keep your business to where it is, and I will keep mine to where it is. You want me to pay me to keep me quiet, that'll cost you what I'm paying you.
Fine.
Wonderful,
Don't
Mr.
go-
McKinley.
But don't go advertising that stuff around.
Was
who asked-
showing up for the fight? And the anti-anima fighter! McKinley!
Lance just kind of looks down like, stupid son of a bitch. Oh
Listen,
hey,
boy.
why is no
Do you
one
have
setting fight?
do you have a fighter name? You said you're from that backwater barbarian place in West Bay. Do you have some kind of fighter name or stage presence name?
When you all inevitably fling your own dung at each other.
Gosh.
Lance kind of ponders a bit. If you need a finals name,
Lance,
you can call
make
me
an
Ken.
intelligence. Nope, make an intelligence check.
How's
You
it
panic. You panic and call yourself the Beast Bastard.
Beast Bastard. I was gonna call myself the Kinslayer. You can call me Kinslayer.
No, Beast Bastard. Unless you really want Kinslayer.
Yeah, because like Lance is trying to change that name to a positive for himself.
They just
And
look
also
a little
pick
bit
up,
fucking
pick up.
concerned. Yeah, they look a little bit concerned over the name. And the fuck thing is that Lance actually is a Kinslayer in many ways. I go, okay, if you want to be called that, call you a Kinslayer.
Well, so it also adds on to the angle of me from being West Bay and being quote barbarian.
He's playing into being a heel.
Yeah, well, it seems like I'm gonna go for this angle.
Very well, man. We'll introduce you as Kinslayer McKinley.
Swear to God. Okay.
I see. Lance smiles and I see.
Oh,
No.
by the way,
Oh,
because you're in my employment, you automatically get this pygmy who sounds just like Mako. Lance looks a little bit confused. Mako? Yeah.
makeup.
This is a story of how my master, Master McKinley, heavy his brow with the brow that came from West Bay, that he, with the rise of the sons of Argus, would be the filled land of fantasy. This is McKinley's story.
Dodo.
I'm still waiting for Lance to get back to West Bay and just see the sign "Welcome to New Falconia" under our West Bay, and then a sign like attached to it under new management.
Yeah, it's like welcome to West Bay under new management.
Dodo. Well,
We'll expect you
Rem-
here next week. We'll expect you here next week.
Oh, I do have a cell phone if you need to reach me. Lance hands over the phone number.
Lance, you retrieve Mr. Louisville. When you receive it, Mr. Lloyd says we'll contact you. You're given your 20,000 in advance.
Thank you, Mr. Lloyd. And Lance looks over at Argyle. Yeah, you do look like a spitting image of your dad.
The fuck?
Yeah, you're from the Argyle said you're from the Emerald Isles, the Primal
Oh.
Islands.
Yeah, but when you look at Argyle, there's no similarity. You can like his memory of this really strong, strapping war chief is nothing compared to this. He is as big as the war chief, sure. It's just something about
Chief.
being Argyle, or at least here, he just isn't like he doesn't have the energy that the war chief had.
Lance tilts his head about that.
Go on, my boy. Go on, Mr. McKinley. We'll see you next week. And make sure you don't spend all that gold in one place, would you?
Oh no, I'm gonna use it to eat. Take care, Mr. Lord. Take care, take care, Argyle. Lance would wave goodbye to Argyle, but he didn't wave goodbye to Lloyd.
Yeah, so we'll wrap up Monday for Lance as he returned back. Well, right now he's only really living in the Sauntering Stallion, so Lance, you return back to the Sauntering Stallion after a 2-hour walk.
Lance, Lance gets to the doorway, and he like, hey.
Sorry, before you entered back, then you would see a Bit sitting on the opposite street with several cans of tuna opened around him and already fed.
Bit, where'd you get those tuna cans?
Bit sits up like a cat does, stretching forward. Nice people. Wow.
It's a good thing you got one of those. It's a good thing you got rid of the sud then.
He turned back to a black cat.
How did you?
Yeah.
Well, I got some great news, Bit. I got the job,
It's good.
and I already got a payment ahead of time.
Well, that's even better. Now you can start paying for my food.
I'm not buying that 10 grand food again.
I'm hungry!
Bit, why do I need you? The mission's over. Go home, Bit.
Vanish, Bit.
Oh,
Just
shit!
lit. Out of existence.
It's like
Well,
the
I
scene
mean-
with Dr. Manhattan and Rorschach.
Yep.
Plays a little pause up.
Literally gets on his knee and offers his hands for a bit. Hell, man,
Bit hops up onto Lance's hand and onto his shoulder.
I think even Mr. Lloyd would hire you because, well, he needs Anima finals.
Yeah, I don't come cheap though.
I don't come cheap either, and he's practically paying me 100 grand for the gig.
100 grand? For yours? I could probably easily even more.
You got bombs.
Bombs for days. I mean, who else in Spiral City can make explosives like mine?
Lance doesn't reply. Wait, hold on. As he opens the front door to the Sauntering Stallion and walks through, hey, admin! I got some great news!
It's Monday afternoon. Well, later into the afternoon. You guys would still be in the Sauntering Stallion, obviously. You guys live here. Eclipse would sit up going, huh? What's the good news?
I got a job! Oh, don't all cover me at once.
Eclipse. Yeah,
I'm
Eclipse.
just gonna start laughing.
What? What the hell are you laughing?
Did you get hired as a did you get hired as a poison tester?
No, I got hired to be a fighter.
I thought it was a bodyguard.
No, it turns out the guy doesn't need a bodyguard. He needs Anima fighters to like fight corporate battles.
Eclipse blinks a bit. Suddenly, over his right shoulder, and everyone who's Anima user can see Day appear. Lance, you're fighting for the man.
I mean, I wouldn't say that because I mean he is a guy, but he's not the man, you know.
If he's a corporate bozo wearing a corporate suit, Lance, then you just sold your soul to the devil, man.
Do you have bones?
No, he's
What?
on.
Yeah, he's an audible ghost. What?
Oh, he's a ghost?
Well, yeah, because we're okay. To explain specifically, Eclipse isn't like a
Spirit gun.
ghost. Oh gosh, no. Hold on. Eclipse isn't specifically
like
a
a
spirit
blam.
ghost. He's like Cyric, where Cyric is not doesn't have a physical form because he's now merged with Pandora. Eclipse is Night and Night as his former name. We don't know what his true former name was. He just calls himself Night. And then Day, which is the hippie, the guy you guys actually saved originally. So Day would be because there was that was who you saved originally, because Day was still Day and Night. Eclipse is their evolved form where they accept who they are, that they're going to be a whole entity. So that's what's going on. Eclipse just looks at Lance like, so, a fighter for the corp.
I mean, when you say it like that, it sounds like a bad thing.
Well, how much do they pay you?
20 grand up front and 80 grand when I win the fight.
Do you have any names?
Oh, no. Apparently the two anima users, well, those two anima users. One is the champ.
Lloyd would have told you their names. I just don't have a name for them. Yeah.
Lance will repeat those names.
Edmund's in the room. Edmund, you would immediately recognize the second. No. Actually, Edmund, you don't immediately recognize, but you can make an intelligence check. You get to proc it because of your fighting background history.
My junction.
There's no junction in my house!
Not your house.
I float away. Ah! Oh.
Oh.
You're pretty sure the second person's name is a rival to your family.
You okay, Edmund? Yeah, it's kind of twitching a little bit.
Rival. The only rival I know of is the McKinley family.
We're talking about like Lance. So the not the McKinley bloodline, more like Lance's dad, and that was about as far as the feud went. I'm talking about this is a generational beef.
Yeah, I thought that was the generational beef, was with the McKingleys.
No. Because Lance's bloodline looks.
It's
I'm
a very
sorry.
long
What
bloodline.
did you say? The thing was, the name was?
Lance repeats the name.
Mr. Black.
Mr. Black.
You know,
Mr. Black.
if it helps out, right? I'm not sure, but no. Insert
Star.
insert the
Rising
name
Star?
here. You know that could. If we're gonna play that angle, Edmund, Evie, because it does help out a lot better. The Rising Star would be the first name then.
That's the only thing, Lance. The only thing you're giving me, the only thing you gave me was the strongest anima punch, and the only thing I could think of is Rising Star. Where is he?
Well, he's gonna be part of this anima fighting thing going on.
Oh
Wait.
god, it just kind of writes itself. Holy shit.
Where did you get this information?
I got it from Spot Incorporated. Over there, that building like 2 hours south from here. Lance,
Well, I know where I'm going.
wait, what are you talking about? Hey, this is my. I put in the effort to break that steel wall down to get this gig.
Lance, if you don't kill him, I swear to everything.
That's if I fight him. There's another fighter they have on with the main fighter and then the resort fighter. If the resort fighter, the main fighter isn't around, I fight the guy. And if you want me to kill him that badly, you got like 80 grand lying around.
If it's Rising Star, I want you to kill that man, Lance.
No, hear me out.
Kill
I'm
Jason
not-
Wynn.
I was gonna say,
I'm
how does
not-
Byron feel about hearing Edmund being so vocal about murdering someone?
He'd just look up from the scroll where he's trying to think up of a new artifact and just look back down.
I love the idea as like a
Like
he's
the Tom and Jerry thing where Tom's reading.
Yeah.
his paper.
beautiful, beautiful.
Or
Yeah.
more like Red Foreman.
I was thinking Red Foreman, honestly, just in the form of
Yeah.
like blueprints, because the blueprints would be perfect, like the Acme blueprints. It just looks at them
Yeah.
like, fuck you guys. It's
The ring? What the hell is the ring?
Lance kind of looks at Edmund. Look, the Lancelot isn't conflicted with killing someone on the ring. Lancelot is just a bit conflicted at the idea you want mortal so badly.
I want him to be taken to justice is what I want him. So what I want you to do is I want you to beat him to a bloody pulp so I can arrest him for murder.
Yeah, I know he died.
Stop
I know he
resisting.
killed.
Bang, bang,
I know-
bang.
I know he killed that anima user back in the tournament.
Yeah, in the Marquis.
Damn it, Tanya dying all the time.
Is Captain Delta still here?
I want to imagine Joe just like standing at the stair, up like the middle way of the staircase, looking down at you as you were
Captain-
reciting more.
Murder that man.
Murder that man. To be fair, I hadn't had a chance to. Excuse me, if I slipped my mind to have mentioned that beginning half of the week, Delta would have been tried to explain that he was being called in, and that you guys would eventually be called in too, due to the fact that they're calling him in for the checkpoint at Gridiron.
Captain Delta's just at the fucking bar, just like.
Yeah, he has to explain why he was at the Gridiron checkpoint. And it's likely that they'll eventually investigate you guys too, even if they think that you weren't there because they couldn't possibly put you there because likely Delta won't sell you out. You're still his Anima squad, so you'll still be interrogated.
That's fine. I mean, our pictures are still there. Evan's just gonna be honest. He went to the prison to check and see if his dad was finally arrested.
And the prison
Only thing they have to-
exploded back behind you, huh? Your Anima
What?
power has explosions that just so happen to explode up behind you.
That's not my anima power.
Your Anima power is dust and ashes. It says here it makes dust and you can explode stuff.
That is.
That's a gross information about my pal.
So I watched the video that came out. The anima user placed actual anima bombs. Mine is not a bomb. It is kinetic force. We would have seen the.
Bitch, stop trying to raise your little paw up, say it was you.
Oh, let him interrogate Myron. No, it was a damn cat.
Love that. Hold on, I got the best scene for Myron. Like Myron's like sitting down in the interrogation room. He's like, "So, where were you, Myron?" The door slams open. The spectral ghost that Myron summoned, the spectral guardian that Myron summoned from the prison scene, breaks in. Sorry, I'm late, Myron. Don't say anything.
Myron, do you know that this piece of paper says you have rights?
Shows Myron the paper.
It's called the
Like ghost
Constitution.
of Saul Molman.
Ah, Saul Molman, that sounds so fucking good.
Wait a minute. Why are they investigating us? We said we were going to Gridiron. Wait a minute. Hold on. We said we were going to Gridiron to. Now my draw's coming out. We were going to Gridiron for the case, a joint case.
They're still
I
going
am
to
just-
investigate because a prison break happened, dude.
They could blow me, is what they can do. Eat the fast for my.
Stop.
Stop, Edwin, he's dead.
Stop.
Is it the Marquis? Is the Marquis wanting this investigation done? Huh? Is that it? The Marquis can eat the fattest part of my rear end.
No, it's my boss's boss's boss. So that's like the.
So the Marquis.
No, the Marquis is like the boss's 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 boss.
Hey, you guys want spaghetti? I'm ordering out tonight.
You better be able to pay tip. They get really ornery if you don't.
The
I can't
Adani
deal
can
with-
get Adani can get tip when they can give me magic scrolls or something stupid like that. All
I
right.
like to imagine as you guys are ordering or figuring out your evenings, for the Monday at least, like the credits will start to roll onto for Spiral City. As I like to start to try to wrap up for this evening. We had on Thursday, Myron and Edmund. Uh, shit, Edmund, what did you were doing on Thursday?
We were talking just to Celeste.
Okay, what exactly was it that you're trying to get across?
We never got that far.
Yeah, we got so.
Oh,
So, what exactly is it that you're trying to talk to Celeste about?
So I've spoken to the other members of the Pantheon, the Prismatic Forces. I've spoken to the Birds of Creation and Destruction. They're assholes, by the way. I've spoken to Model, I think it was. And
Your
I've spoken
child man.
to the Primal. Think there's any way I can speak to Tyrannus?
I don't know if I can arrange such a meeting. Though I can certainly try to ask the Primal and see where that goes. There are rare occasions, the not so rare occasions, like they're uncommon for sure, just that the Prismatics would speak to one another and have a communion. It's possible, though I'm not a message speaker. I'm only a messenger to the Primal, so where
Some
that
says-
goes, where that goes after with the Primal is up to that.
Is there any? This is gonna be a weird question. I know I'm a champion of the Primal. Do you think there's any openings for a champion of all the Prismatics? You think the Prismatics can get together and agree on a?
Well, there is Lawe. Lawe is the source of all prismatics. It is where the color all comes from. There have been a select few champions who can ascend into the knighthood of Lawe. Though that is a arduous journey that usually requires a lot of self-sacrifice. You need heroic deeds to reach such a pinnacle. And remind you, you already needed heroic deeds to become a champion as you are. So, doubly so. And even then, it's not like I or anyone nearby can just hand you this. It's by choice of Lawe itself.
Does Edmund retained death knowledge, right, through his contract with
Yes.
Not as so onto the time when he made the contract, yes, but not to the previous instances of when he died before.
That's
that
what I was gonna
contract.
ask.
Yeah. The best that you would know is that you had died previously. That's it. You wouldn't have a memory of being at Minos. The time after you made the contract, you would be able to remember meeting Minos and such.
Not Minos speaking to whatever entity he did, and then realized that he was tainted by all eyes. At the Nelcro District first raid.
That was just likely All Eyes. Or All Eyes in combination with Novus. As after that, speaking with... Is there any other questions you have with Celeste?
No, that's it.
Okay. After speaking with Celeste, it would be... It would take a few hours in between your conversation. Because it's not like you're having full sentences while speaking. It is a effort for just to push the right words out, because then again, you're thinking these words, your emotions also come up, your side tangent thoughts come up, so it does take a little bit of time. Not like the end of the world, but what other thing would like Edmund to do on this Thursday?
I guess we are going to continue on our investigation into the gridiron how gridiron is treating anima users in the box network.
All right.
And he's going to specifically try there's a hypothesis that he has, and he's going to see if he can link the two together. If from what people are reporting on the boxnet is happening, where the Gridiron Police Department are using their anima detector, it's wrong. And if any anima user pops hot on their anima detector, they're classifying them as unstable and therefore arresting them. That's what he thinks is happening.
Understand. Whilst walking in with your hypothesis that you're trying to look for any sort of abuses off the boxnet to support your claim, especially for the gridiron section of the boxnet, it doesn't take too long to find that there are several accounts of anima users explaining how they've seen the scanners used to try to scan for anima users be forced against cars or forced onto people walking around and forced on them multiple times to do so. Some of the critiques against the scanning also detail that if they're even working or if it works or not. Some of the anima users in the comments suggest the commentary that the scanners don't even work and that it's bogus, that they are actually just scanning random people and doing it at random at this point because of the fear. I've been reading this. You do think back on your experience with the scanners of this car, and it didn't pick you guys up, though you also weren't using your anima power. It also wasn't the same level of intensity like it was at the scanners from the Travail Police Department when they used it on you. How does Edmund feel about knowing this information?
So they are...
Supposedly, because again, this is all speculation.
So was his hypothesis correct?
In a way, I suppose. They're forcing they seem to be forcing scanning on people. It doesn't. The anima users in the chat, because it's the boxnet, are claiming that the scanners may not even be working proper because they seem to be picking up random people at random, and it doesn't seem to actually be picking up anima users, or at least that's what the people in the boxnet are hypothesizing. It sort of supports your claim.
Yeah, because if they were... He's gonna have to dig deeper.
Yes.
Because, if they were... he would immediately be able to tell because he's gone through the scanners. Plus, he knows how these detections work.
Correct.
Because
go ahead.
Edmund is going to write yet another article. He's getting all this information to write yet another article, except this time it's not going to be on the boxnet. This time it is going to be on the boxnet, but he's going to write one for the boxnet, going in extreme detail about what Gridiron is doing, and then one on the Spiral Net itself, calling for Market District Anima users not to go into Gridiron, and going, hey, this is what they're doing in Gridiron. They're arresting any Anima users who are popping hot from the Anima detection. This is why it doesn't work, and he's going to go into detail about why, like, as a police officer of Market District, especially on Anima Squad, why there is nuances and why even in the market district, there's regulations you have to follow. Stay safe by not going to Gridiron.
Okay, we'll have that as a Thursday onward, and you'll have your weekend to finalize the final draft. How's that sound?
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right. And I think we left Myron off with just figuring out what he wants to do and pondering his new skills with the monster crafting he can do.
I would like
Monster
to make a ring of polymorph. I was muted again.
Oh, a ring of polymorph.
Yeah.
I think we can try to do are you making that as a rare relic?
Yes, I need to knock out 2 more, I think it was.
Correct.
So dusty.
You aren't able to use monster parts of rare quality to make rare relics yet, though. So you can't just use regular rare scrap, which would
Yeah, I
cost
was
you
just
3.
gonna make a. I think I've got 2, so if nothing else, I'll have to go out and buy one. I'll have to double check now. Oh, scared the shit out of myself for a second.
Oh, maybe I left it on your character. Maybe I left it on someone's character sheet. Maybe that's what I was thinking. Because I know I sent the list of what you guys had remaining for the monster pieces. It is still in the reward section, that's for sure. I just know that you guys also crafted a few things with it. And there
How
was
many
like
rare relics did you say it was?
3.
Oh, I've got 3.
Well, there you go.
Wow.
I'm counting your forged level and all other buffs that could be buffed to it. That's why it would be normally a little higher, but it's 3. Yeah. You only want it for the power to cast polymorph. Sure.
Yep.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe that could be a weak activity. Yeah, sure. Well, I'll go over the details more about it once we have the ring crafted.
Right.
Alright. Myron has begun. Oh my god, like a Dwarf Fortress character. Oh my god. He's got into a feigned mood and begins crafting. Ting. Ting. Alright.
Congratulations, Myron. You've crafted a ring.
It is of elvish descent. Sorry, it's of elvish craftsmanship of the finest
No,
quality.
they learn from me. Don't let them tell you otherwise. They
That's a
lie.
lies by the Adani.
And we'll end our session off with a scene with Cynric when he's pulled into Caribia in front of the Lady of the Lady of Gold, which is the fountain. Cynric,
Oh.
you appear in Caribia.
Okay.
The air is a little thicker around here. It's a little more smoke dense. You find that you feel a little uncomfortable. You look around and you feel like it's like a lot more shadier people in Caribbean than you remember. Huh. When you try to make your way walking forward to investigate the Silent Hill version of Caribbean, a couple of guys walk up to you, Simon, wearing hoodies. And at first you try to like walk beside them to try to avoid, bumping into them, going, "Excuse me." But then they push you, Cynric. And these two guys work together to push you, and they push you just
Good
well
blood.
enough to get you off your stepping and just step back.
The hell is your problem?
The 3 thugs just take a stance, a fighting stance, and start making their way towards Cynric. They're all wearing black hoods, dressed up, and on their hoods they have that red icon of eyes.
Oh, you're
Cynric.
Well, we're
Oh,
trying to...
you-
Go ahead.
talk about hitting the ground running. Gets into a fighting stance.
Cynric, be our Tommy! You can do this! These are just your putties!
Yeah, but then you'll be afraid of putties in the next episode.
I aggressively start writing, "Yes! Yes!
Yeah!
Yeah, Myron's fear. Donnie's with magic.
Hey,
no,
Myron,
that's
look,
my
I've learned-
reality.
Yeah,
Hey,
right.
Myron, look, I've learned this spell. There's there's something that says it's a demon trying to talk to me on the other
Angron
end.
has,
I don't
sorry, I
know.
was gonna say Angron has entered the Angron is invading the world. What do you think that means, Myron? Myron just looks objectively horrified, like, how? Anyway, Cyric has to deal with the ongoing cultists in Caribbean that are jumping him. Yeah. Oh no, they jump at Cyric!
They just come out of nowhere with bats and just slugging him.
Sure, jump a big guy like him. What could possibly go wrong?
We have
I don't care if the Dragonborn just ate those 2 dragon souls. I'm a level 5 bandit with a or like a steel sword. I have this.
so perfect. Okay, hey, we have Lance who's accepted a job from Mr. Lloyd to fight in Mr. Lloyd's business affairs. Lance will have to fight either Rising Star or a different anima user, depending on the circumstances. Admin supercharged about Lance killing Rising Star.
That, or at least beating him.
Incredibly
Oh.
stoked.
Incredibly, that bloodlust is coming back. I'm seeing.
Wait a minute. Now, wait, hold on.
I'm teasing. Of
Admin-
course. No, I wouldn't do that to you, bro.
Advin, when you like your enthusiasm for you me killing this guy is infectious. It's actually holding my heart. No, seriously, my heart.
Lance couples down on the ground.
Lance goes into cardiac arrest and dies.
We have
You know what would have
Myron.
saved you from that, Lance? Being a demon.
Yeah, I think we'll end our Spiral City session with getting over to our weekend with Falcone finally getting to West Bay. Falcone would spend the weekend on Saturday, getting to City Hall, and then declaring he's mayor of West Bay. The current
Listen, this, he go, listen, the Spire, I handed them their ass. They said, please no more. They said, what you want? And I said, West Bay. So here I am. Hello.
So the story goes that Falcone goes to the City Hall. They first try to reject him. Falcone goes, who's gonna stop me? Right, my Michael Mick doesn't fucking exist. So anyway, bring my shit in, boys. And so Derek and Machismo both bring in Falcone's stuff from the church van because they stuffed it as much as they could. And much of what they're bringing is Falcone's personal belongings, which isn't the biggest part. But the biggest part they're bringing was a lot of the blood tile work that Derek had done at the church. You see, Derek had come to become a blood devote. He is actually becoming devoted to the blood arts and whatnot. So his magic, his blood skill, will actually be his own, even if he wasn't with Falcone anymore. Excuse me, though it gets enhanced because of Falcone. He has the ability to commune now with that blood entity that they were making, that had come to existence due to Father Falcone being the blood demon he is, how powerful he is, and being that the church was his realm of power. They took those tiles from the church, and when they got to the city hall, to Falcone's office, they put the tiles in his office area, thus allowing Falcone to slowly but surely influence the city hall of West Bay to become his throne of power once again. It will take a few months, I believe, this process, because Derek is still having to adjust to his new role as this blood devote. And the building's much bigger than the church previous. Like at City Hall, it has, I would say, at least 3 or 4 floors. This is like Falcone reaching what is it? Substance? No. What's that game called? Shit. Schedule 1. There you go. It's like Schedule 1 hitting the manor, basically. And Falcone just has all the space in the world, but it just takes time for this influence to be spread across it.
We've got deals tonight. I need you to go hunt the cops.
It's just a fucking scarecrow of a Lance.
Yeah, and
Don't you ignore me.
Falcone kicks out the pseudo government they were trying to have. It was like a tribunal of a
No, he
like
just look at the current mayor and go, "You're in my seat."
that's what I'm
Leave."
saying. They wouldn't be a mayor. They'd be like a council, like a few people together trying to run West Bay, or at least Northwest Bay. They protest. They demand Falcone explain how and why, and Falcone actually would bring the receipts out, since the Spiral Council, actually gave Falcone a printout of the proof that he is indeed their representative of West Bay. This, though, is a huge fucking development for West Bay. Not just the fact that Falcone is their mayor. Falcone is their
recognizes them.
spiral. Yes, line caught it. Falcone
Falcone got the
is
spiral to recognize West Bay.
yes.
I'm so powerful, I changed political mops.
Wait, does this mean he
Yes.
also owns Lower West Bay as well? West Bay is united once again?
No, I mean, technically, okay, so let's back up a bit about Lower West Bay, right? Lower West Bay has always been an anarchistic state of mind. Like, Lance demonstrates it the most in the roleplay, right? So, imagine a bunch of angry other Lances who are less tolerable than Lance, who are more willing to punch because they're angry at the slightest inconvenience. Even less, though. Those are, like, Derek's also from West Bay, so
They're going to be less.
there'll likely be a lot of fighting before there's a united West Bay. Though, on paper, Falcone technically owns both halves of West Bay. West Bay's only divided due to a huge cultural step. The upper half of West Bay doesn't want to keep blowing itself up to oblivion. The lower half of West Bay wants to keep fighting itself and anyone around. Technically, yes,
West Bay
entitled.
Unification Wars. Let's go.
Yeah, essentially, West Bay Unification.
I mean,
Wars.
Falcone could just do it all at once, all by himself. It'd probably take a month.
They gave this to Falcone to keep him busy.
But yeah, the problem is that Falcone's actually good at something like this. He can put them back together.
Yeah, Falcone's gonna put them back together, turn East Bay into the next West Bay, and turn West Bay into Travail. And then the Spiral will be like, well, Falcone, we own you, so West Bay is ours.
Oh,
funny
do
what-
you now?
Dude,
Well,
it's
so
literally. Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry. I just want to go on a little bit more that when Falcone does come into office, he uses Derek and Machismo as best as he can, and as well as before leaving staff. Like, hold on. I said the leaders can go because we don't need them. I need all of their fucking supporting staff. You fuckers want me to run a West Bay? I need you.
We're
fuckers
recognized by the Spiral now. Now you get Spiral health insurance. You're part of the government.
Essentially. Yay, Mayor Falcone increased the literacy rates.
The first thing he did was he got West Bay politically recognized.
Like that is such a big fucking deal. Like that would be on the newspapers everywhere. That would be a thing Lance would find out about very fast without being in West Bay. The
Man, I
thing
wonder
is,
how-
it would happen next week during his fight that basically everyone would be talking about it. Because, like I said, over the weekend, Falcone is settling in, and I'm just doing this as an end of our session cutscene, since our next session will be dealing with the weekend, though remember that during this weekend, Falcone is basically kicking it up in the city hall, learning his role, keeping the former staff around, and then planning out how he wants to continue forward. Most importantly, Falcone comes to the realization that the Spiral also wants their tribute, and it's raw resources, a lot of which. When looking over at the raw resources to management, the former staff explained to Falcone that it had always been like in trade and in through close trades with the market district in order to provide these types, or at least the beginning halves of the types. The markup now, because they're being recognized, the only way they can reach that is by somehow either making a huge fucking deal with Market District and loaning out land, or renovating the south half of West Bay and selling it somehow. Because
Well,
This
what are they
fun-
gonna do if I don't pay me teeths?
Well, they're willing to give a leniency because you just got into the whole thing. The whole point of you being the whole district being recognized is that they're hoping that the revenue that will come by, the generation of all the money, will then be given up to them. If you choose not to pay into it, well, they go back to the whole trying to kill you and everything in there, thus turning
Oh, it
everything.
worked so well for them the last time, didn't it?
Well, they'll
I'll
just
just
keep...
ask their 5th army. Oh wait. you
Yeah, I was gonna
can't.
say they'll probably send even more, and send everything.
Falcone does the J. His hands like, oh no. Well, they'll get their bloody teeth, and we'll keep the rest.
You know, it'd be explained that the teeth would have like a grace period. You're expected to first, get everything going, and then you'll be paying back later. Though Machismo and Derek aren't your advisors. There'd be a lady involved with Falcone, not with Falcone, but like as the former head of the secretary, not secretary, but the head of bookkeeping and such. Adriana.
You're on Blackheart? Is that you?
Who?
These are my articles of just secession.
I didn't catch that. I'm sorry.
He said Huron Blackheart, is that you?
Oh, you're on Blackheart, yeah.
And Huron delivered the articles of just secession while he was like telling the Imperium to get fucked.
Your current
There it
bookkeeper,
is.
Adriana, Mayor Falcone's bookkeeper, Adriana, it basically explains that the previous types were fucking over West Bay. The new ones, when we had to pay them, will fuck over West Bay. Now because we have a grace period, we definitely have a time to fix this. And your options are, because with the grace period, your options are like expanded. Like we can develop the south half of West Bay by finally stopping all the gang wars and unify everyone. Which, by the way, Mayor Bishop Falcone, you do
Your
have
Bishop Father Falcone, you say the whole damn title, that's why you paid.
Mayor Father Bishop Falcone. You do also have the security task force as well as access to the Upper West Bay Police Department in terms of a military force. Now you could try for forced draft and get whatever West Bayer up there is willing to fight, though it's not a comfortable fight for West Bayers.
You do remember the part where I took out an entire army, right? Now, is that common knowledge in West Bay?
No, I didn't even know you did that.
Oh, well, we need to make that common knowledge.
We could run some propaganda, yes. And of course, Adriana works with Mayor Bishop Falcone in terms
We're going to show the footage, print propaganda, get everyone knowing, and then I'll go down personally and start talking to these gangs, you said?
And the whole Gangs of New York situation happens with Falcone stating, "We gather here at the 5 foot."
No. Oh, it's literally like 2 gangs about to face off, and then Falcone just shows up representing West Bay government. Falcone 1. Like a la carte at the fucking standoff.
Yep.
No, then I just give them a choice. They either straighten up, flat out, pay the damn taxes, or I pay them a visit.
And that would be the song and dance of Falcone getting into his administrative role between the weekend on Saturday. and
I'm
Sunday.
very hands-on.
Yeah. Into May, Falcone will begin to display that level of hands-on. Though, that'd be the wrap-up for today's session. How did everyone feel about this week's roleplay?
My heart!
Poor Lance.
My heart!
Lance is
It's
dead.
just gonna die.
Lance is just gonna die of a heart attack and not anything else.
Probably.
Nino's rubbing his hands. Yeah. Everyone feeling good about today's session?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Phenomenal. This please is the big pygmy. We all looked to see the giant pygmy.
All right, so our next week's session, we're going to be looking to get to go over our weekends. Cyric, we're gonna like have our time still kind of paused for you on our Tuesday, and just kind of guide you through what your Tuesday adventure looked like next week. Okay?
And then Myron gets a bill for the Salting Stallion, or the longest shower Cedric had last
Yeah.
week.
Myri just like, this water bill's a little heavier than usual, but that's okay. Takes out his little pocket knife. Oh!
Oh!
Lads, I need that 80 grand.
Grand Lance. Oh, all right.
Lance just looks defeated, looking.
Thank you everybody for making Spiral City today great. Really, at EV coming out with Rising Star as a big pull that I wasn't even considering that, and it ties itself up really nicely with the lore established. Man, thank you, Loon, for being part of our. There's some things I wanted to mention, but it slipped my mind. Of course, Kalis and Line, you guys are always providing the best banter that really really draws in the energy of our roleplay. Everyone adds to our sessions, and I'm really excited to always be part of Spiral City Chronicles.
You gonna do something later, Kalis?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna stream here in a second. I'm just in the middle of like cleaning the ferret playpens. I'm waiting for their last potty pad to wash. Then I'm gonna put them all in the dryer and just let it go and stream something.
Gotcha.
So you can
Yeah, what do
do
you think?
another run on RE2.
Yeah.
I might
I
say-
lost
might
my
hang
fucking
around.
save.
I might hang around, but maybe not MVC, or maybe, I don't know. It's Friday, at work.
Oh
I'll figure
shit.
it. Otherwise, thank you everybody for watching Spiral City today. I really appreciate having you
man.
here, you guys, and I really appreciate having the viewers. Thank you so much, and hope you guys have a great evening.
Join us tomorrow with Space Marines.
Oh yeah, we're
Wow.
definitely playing. Yeah, we're definitely playing Space Marines. Oh hell yeah! The new update just came out. All right, night everyone.
Night, everybody.